And welcome everybody to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. We are up to episode 216, hence the number on my screen, of course, 216. And this is a post Brickworld show. Obviously, Brickworld is over. Unfortunately, we are now back to our dreary old lives in preparation of the next great Lego convention, I guess. So,
yes.
So obviously, my name is Reed or Hope Castle. And obviously, I build clear and all that stuff. So we'll just kind of go around. Oh, wow, here we go. Everybody's just piling in now as we go live. So as I'm doing introductions, and
it's your show. You can add people as you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you can stick people in the green room for half an hour.
You can leave TJ in the green room.
I'm probably gonna maybe build this tonight, maybe perhaps and some other stuff. So, and then of course one of my co-hosts, Jesse.
Yes, I'm hitting the reset button and I'm disassembling.
No disassemble.
We did a collaboration. Me, Larry, Mel, Troy, 3 different time zones. I don't think we're gonna see each other to do the Doctor Strange thing.
Probably not.
For a while, so
at least till next year, anyways. Okay, Larry. Larry is one of the other co-hosts. Larry, what are you planning on working on tonight? Anything special?
Well, that depends on if you can hear me.
You can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, good. Nothing but audio problems today. What am I working on? Recovering from COVID. That's what I'm working on.
Okay.
That was my favorite thing that I brought back from Chicago. Not.
No, there's no, there's no getting sick.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like a couple people up north said they had maybe have caught it too. So
just the convention crud. We used to just call it convention crud.
I think it might be just crud, but some people might have got COVID. So.
Yeah, your immune system is shot. You're amongst a bunch of people in an airport and convention center. I totally felt just drained until probably about Wednesday. I think Wednesday night I finally got a full night of sleep where I felt like I wasn't waking up going. So, concrete.
And then of course we've got. Well, it's not. We know it's not David, but that's the name that they gave him for the award. So
I'm owning it. I am owning it. If they're going to call me David Zool it is.
There you go.
But for those of you who don't know, I am Dana Knutson or Troubles Bricking on Instagram. Thanks for having me on tonight, guys.
No problem. What are you planning to work on tonight? Anything special?
So I do some nasty things with Lego sometimes, and I sometimes will buy a set because I need specific parts or specific pieces to do something, and then I need to part that set out. But I sometimes will take and put the minifigures together or maxi figures together and sell those. So I'm going to go through this Harry Potter and Minecraft set, build the figures, and then show the rest of the parts in my inventory.
Nice.
Yep.
There you go. And TJ, what are you planning to do tonight?
Dismantle and sort. Let me change my camera here. I'm going to utilize that sorting tray we got in the goodie bag.
TJ, you have the best microphone on the internet, I swear. You're like so nice and loud.
I actually think that Bricks O'Brien, he sounds like he has the voice for radio with his microphone. If you ever catch him on a stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Space Police. Some
Yeah,
Space Police I got from Reed.
Yeah,
The last of the Space Police I needed.
Yeah, I was able to sell. And actually, as for me, this is all I came back with of my 25 printed Friday Night bricks. So, no, I have the purple, but that's in the castle. But this is all I have loose left. So
I got one of those.
Hopefully, there's a lot of those floating around, and in spaceships, castles, or whatever. So, and actually, what's wild is I did actually, I obviously for those who didn't know, I kind of made a blunder and picked the wrong color shirts. It's possible it affected the the seeing of those guys during the show, because I never got a walkthrough, which is kind of interesting because that's the first collab I've ever organized, more than just myself and one other person. So that was actually pretty wild. But in the end, so for those who hadn't seen, I should maybe if I can, maybe actually do a run through for those people who maybe didn't get to make it to the show. Because here, actually, maybe I can mute it. We can talk. I'll mute it because it's just going to be crowd noise. So this is the collab. So this is the collab. This is obviously the Hope Castle portion with the WISLUG trophy on there. Memorial Tower, and I used those LEDs. Actually, those are the fiber optic cables. And then I had my little battle plan for the castle, which was kind of cool.
Happy Friday, Moto.
Happy Friday, yep. It's a mermaid.
Oh, Zizu, Hawkeye.
Pyroclastic castle from Butt Chop. This is a pretty awesome one. Looked really good in the dark. And then
it did. Yeah, I really, you guys hyped up World of Lights, and I really just didn't. Having never seen it, I had no idea. But seeing it, my mind was blown. And now I got to light all my stuff.
Yep. So the Serpent Bridge was pretty cool. Obviously, ours was Bridges to Paradise Island was our theme. We did have the island wasn't as good. That could have been better. I mean, that was hopefully going to be someone else who didn't make it to the show. I did have my nice willow trees and such. We had a band trying to serenade the Kraken to sleep, while Joshua Hanlon was trying to get an interview at the same time. So it generally doesn't work too well. And then, of course, my iceberg covered bridge in the back. And then some glow-in-the-dark spiders. I tried to use anything UV reactive. And actually, I changed all the suction cups, per se, or all the stuff on the bottom of the Kraken to make it UV reactive. And then, of course, somehow an iceberg wandered too close to the pyroclastic castle and got caught.
Hey, Moto, if you're not on Friday Night Bricks channel,
the goal was
go there.
Yeah.
So
there's a Hope Castle.
So in other words, it was pretty good. I mean, we based it on the fact that there's Hinkle. There was Hinkle guarding the castle. Even though he's no longer part of the hobby, we still will use his figure in all kinds of weird and demented ways, just for the heck of it. So,
which is funny because Fazoom in his Blacktron Tower, I believe that Hinkle is this figure for the Blacktron president, bad guy in the tower. I think. Hinkle's there as well.
Yeah, I got a Hinkle. There's a Hinkle maid out there somewhere. Hinkle mermaid out there somewhere. Like he's over. There he is, right there. As I speak, there he shows up. Not that that's pretty good. I can't believe I actually did that pretty good on video. I'm gonna have to remember that next time. And but it was pretty good. We had it basically based on that all of us were in terrible environments, and so the goal was we were building bridges to Paradise Island where all the resources were. I got my trophy from WISLUG for being nice, and I don't know if they gave it to the right person. And then, of course, Chester and actually Justina, who ran away during the show, and actually Chester now has a new girlfriend called Dorothy, so a much better name. So
okay.
But so pretty cool. I thought it went. That was really nice. I mean, it was a good. I thought it was a good collab. Pretty good.
You had a crazy spot right at the front entrance.
Yeah, seriously. You must have had some pull or something.
That was you'll have to talk to WISLUG about that. I just happened to actually both of the castle collabs for WISLUG was right at the front of the thing. So I mean the post kind of caused some issues, the pillar, but that was okay because actually the castle did get nominated. So our castle collab got nominated for best large group layout, even though we didn't win. And actually the one that did win was pretty freaking amazing. So, but
yeah, it was.
So, and I'm hoping they were working out for years. Our castle was it was project support, so it was something that probably it wasn't up as long as So now I did get something from.
Are you doing that?
Get something from that.
It's upside down, Reed.
Whatever.
What's up, dude? Jude? What's up, freaking Cliff?
Well, maybe he's hanging from the ceiling.
Maybe like
upside down.
Spider-Man.
So I did pick up I bought some stuff on the way out of town. That's how I got that Forstmann thing. I picked up some wizards. I don't know, for some reason a castle needs wizards, and so I bought 4 packs of like wizard guys. Didn't buy any heads because I figured I have millions of heads in my collection. So I did it looks like a bunch of wizards, some snakes, and some owls, some all kinds of good stuff. And actually, what's funny is somebody just posted on the AFOLs of Facebook that blue piece just showed up on the pick-a-brick wall out east. I was like, oh my god, on the wall, crazy. But I did get some cool parts. I mean, I did get some of the. I cleaned out the bin at the Orland Square of these guys. These are the UV reactors.
Oh, nice.
So, and then I also got I got some of the 1x6s that are UV reactive. But
Yeah, the highlighter yellow.
yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I got a couple of those when I was over there.
That's what these were too. Yeah. So actually, somebody messaged me from my group. How'd you get there so fast? And I took Panda to the airport at Midway, and then I just kept going south and hit Orland Park before leaving town. I think I bought like 11 cups of bricks or something. And of course, my Lego order, which I ordered on the 6th, which was supposed to be here before Chicago, shows up after Chicago. I bet these are my 1x2 clear plates. Oh, or tiles. Oh, do you imagine that? The ones I really desperately needed before the show. And the 1x1 round Translite blue plates, which have also been helpful for the water. But okay. Go Lego, go. Nothing like being. Those I think were the best sellers too. That's why they should have been here within 5 days or something. So 100. That doesn't look like 100 in there.
So I don't quite understand the whole bestseller methodology that Lego's doing for their bestseller pieces that come out of Chicago.
Well, supposedly the ones that are the best sellers are here in the U.S. or somewhere, and then the ones that are your other ones are coming out of Finland or wherever. So
right, but so Doctor Strange capes were under bestsellers.
Yeah,
go figure.
Well, it's maybe one of those things that they figure it's going to be one of those things where. They're just determining it by what they have for supply. Maybe they got a lot knowing that kids might lose the cape, so that's something they figured we're going to supply a lot of those here in the U.S. market, hoping that if kids lose them, we got them, we can get them to them. So
yeah, which is possible.
Yeah, we all would love to do that, but I had more work than I had planned, and my building area tends to change in temperature a lot. Today, I think it was maybe 80 degrees down below, and up above it was like 95 or something. So
sweet looking Ninjago mech.
Yeah, this is custom. There was in January, there was a little Zane mech, which I have since modified. This was a $10 set, and then there was another mech in a bigger temple set. And so I wanted to make one for Cole, and then I want to make one for Jay, but I need more of these limb pieces in there and a few other pieces.
So what was everybody?
What do those limbs look like, TJ?
Hold on, let me pull this one apart and show you. Okay, so ignore the little ball joints, but they look like
it's
this.
the non-hinge hinge.
Yeah,
yes.
They're a pretty new piece.
Which, in the grand scheme of things, it's a weird piece because
See, look at that. See, Zizu ordered bestseller parts on Saturday and arrived today. Yeah, see. They must have known I needed my parts for Chicago. Well, we're just going to delay them like 3 weeks.
What's up, Jesse?
I'm just a
Hi,
sucker.
Troy.
Hi, COVID buddy.
COVID buddy. Don't. Hey, shh. What happens in Chicago stays in Chicago.
Oh,
No, obviously it didn't, but it probably should have.
Right?
We need to tell that next time.
I'm still calling it concrete. I don't think you guys had COVID, because if you had COVID, because I had COVID earlier in the year and got knocked out of being able to do Atlanta BrickCon, I didn't do anything for almost 3 weeks. I was just so exhausted. So,
well, I mean, I did hear rumors from one of the groups up north that they have some people that did come back with it, but I think there are people that are also more susceptible to disease and stuff. I've seen these people walking around with masks, I think, even when a lot of us were not. And so in the end,
in the house.
So, but yeah. So in the end, yeah. And of course, I mean, you know, obviously Ken's find of goats is a big hit. You know, obviously I showed that off on Huge Stream last night. That was pretty good.
Speaking
and then
of
of course
Ken.
I had to get one of these guys so that I can change our guys. I'm gonna have to put bread pool in there, I think. So you know, at least till I get Dino Pool. So you know, this will be your replacement. You know, Deadpool. You know,
Dana got a goat.
I did. I was trying to. I thought I had it sitting here on my desk.
Yeah, I had mine sitting somewhere too. They disappeared on me.
I may have
ran away
in the bag.
I may have a goat.
Oh, yep,
Yes,
he's
a
here in
couple
my,
of goats.
he's here in my swag bag.
All right. Do we need to do it? Oops. Do we need to go around the horn and do this now?
What?
Was everybody got it?
Flex.
Everybody got it.
FLEX.
Oh, let's see this one. This guy's got a big one. It looks like. Oh,
Who's driving? All right.
Whoa.
I just pulled a moto.
Yeah.
Oh.
flex tape. There it is.
There we go.
Zool. That's great.
Zool. David Zool.
Larry.
There we go.
Only if you're at the
Deadpool's
convention.
protecting Larry's.
There we go. We'll wait for Dan. Oh, look at the little goatee.
Yeah, I think a lot of us got the small ones. A couple people got the big ones. My big one's I got a big one, but it's from years ago. So
I have to say though that it was truly an honor just to get. I mean, you know, everybody always jokes, and you know, it's kind of a cliche. Oh, you know, it was an honor to get nominated. But
Yeah.
walking through that room and everything in there was just crazy. And getting a nomination was an honor in itself. Like because there was one of the guys who I was up against in my category had this huge monstrosity of just intricate creation, and I was like, that's gonna win. That's gonna win. And so I was just all set to come down and, you know, go home and just say, hey, I didn't even know you got 1x1s as a consolation.
yeah,
And,
they did that. I think they started doing that years ago. I got one in 16. I don't remember what year they started that. Or if it's been that way the whole time. I know I got one in 16 when I got nominated. So which is cool because I won. I got nominated for one, but won something different. So in 16, I got nominated for best large building. But that building that won it was insane. But I won a judge's award. So 16 was probably the better year for the Hope Castle. That was when I had my super tall tower. But in the end, and that was, you know, it was good. And so in the end, it's kind of cool to get one. But Hope Castle's won one. So in the end, as far as I know, I shouldn't win another one with Hope Castle, even though it's changed. It shouldn't win another one. But the goal is, that's why I play with others and hope that either I help them generate an award or that we get a collab award. So,
Or if you go to, like, say, BrickCon or
Who's driving?
too many people. I'm driving. I'm the main guy here, man. I'm the guy.
We got the whole collab here. I got to put us all together.
Yeah, I had to come in, boy. I had to come in there. See my brothers on the show.
What's up, buddy?
What's good, man? What's good in your hood, huh?
Those guys in the cube. In the cube.
I'm disassembling the Doctor Strange stuff just to let you guys know.
I'm going to keep mine together because I have a collab for Fan Expo next weekend where everybody builds a letter and it's like 2 stories high above whatever's below it. Whatever's below it just has to be something pop culture. Boom. I'm going to do the rooftop. Just put a letter above it.
Yeah, is a good standalone scene, actually.
Well, I do build new. I do have some. I do need to get the boat out of the dry dock. That's for sure. So that's a must. So, and actually, what's funny is you know what? While we're on that subject, you know what? While we're doing that, let's do that. Let's do this. We're gonna do.
Yeah, I don't think our stuff's gonna come together again, so I'm gonna disassemble. I'd save it for Doc's show in the morning, but I'll probably be at the museum. So
This is all that remains.
Miles to show some boat races for anybody who didn't make it into that nice, steaming, hot pool area.
Oh my God.
Troy
Did
was
you did you go back there, Troy, when you were doing it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Drag race.
Me and Jason, Brick Blaze were there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I stood at the other end down by the contestants. That's where I was talking to Mr. Wolf. Now this was the funniest heat of them all. I mean, we got the guy with the Technic beams out in front, and nobody else is really moving. It's just the one far one's in a bucket. This kid is from WISLUG. His just has the battery motors with no steering or anything, and he was just hoping it would go. Meanwhile, the Technic boat is at the other end. I feel sorry for my friend John, who was in the first heat, who got blown away, but probably would have gotten easily second in this one because his boat was at least steerable, but super slow. So, yeah, this goes on. This is pretty sad. This was actually my longest video because people just didn't really move. I can't remember if I've seen it that kind of stagnant before on a boat race, and I think the kid got to just turn his boat. He didn't get to do anything, but he turned it. So I think the one actually sank at one point. But the one thing in the boat race is propellers and stuff generally aren't very quick. Paddle boats are by far the fastest. Actually, maybe what I'll have to do is get together with some of these guys next year and see how to make a competitive boat for the boat race. I'm gonna have to definitely gonna be working with cloth, so we might have to do a couple workshops next year. So yeah, see, it's just kind of it's kind of a stagnant boat race, but you can kind of see the one closest to this edge. He kind of turns it every once in a while, and he ends up winning second. He ends up getting second. The other boats just generally don't really go anywhere. And actually, so we'll go here.
There are certain things and aspects of Lego that I tend to steer clear of, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there we go. I mean, the one guy just, his
5 times train, and he might bring a 5 times boat camp next year.
I have a couple ideas for the boat that I want to try. But yeah, so it was the drag race was pretty much a given. I actually can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but so that was one. Let's see what we got here. We got technical difficulties on the one. There he goes. This was the obstacle course. So you got to go around. You got to go through, around, and then up to the end and turn. I think on the first couple heats they messed up.
Hawkeye says there's a how-to right after the boat race.
There probably should be one.
Should be, yeah. That or before, do a workshop like the day before. That way you can tweak your boat and see if you can make it more competitive. Obviously, if you don't bring the parts, it won't matter. So that was the guy for. So that was kind of good. That was for finishing. We'll go because that's not going to show anymore. Some boats were obviously, a lot quicker than others. That was kind of, yeah.
Done.
In the end, it's just kind of, you can get kind of blown away. I think the first year I did it, I actually used the RC car that was in the silent auction. I almost bid on it. I was almost going to bid on that. So even though I probably have it somewhere, I just got to find it. I actually used that on top of a boat hull for my first year. In the end, I took away some stuff that actually made it actually work better, and ended up just doing donuts in the end. So this is a dud. Let's see. Let's get something a little bit more competitive. Oh, this one's gonna be a good one. Here we go. These are the two best boats in the race, and they collide right off the get go.
They don't sink.
Well, the one guy on the left that actually has the 3 hulls, Nicky actually flipped his boat in 19 during the obstacle course, and actually he ended up losing. So, but I got bad. I got to learn how to function on the camera sometimes. I'm not pointing in the right direction. I fail as a cameraman. That's it. So yeah. But that's why he added a 3rd hull, so he had less chance of actually having his boat flip over. So here we go. Let's see this one. Oh, so here we go. This is another. Yeah, see, and usually, there's someone using the new catamaran things. I was going to try and use them by themselves, but obviously you got to have you got to have somewhere to put your motors, and hopefully keep from getting them wet and all that. So in the end, that's kind of the key, is trying to keep your electronics from getting wet, but also being effective. So let's see here. So yeah. Then go ahead.
Okay. Cut the audio.
Yeah, water and down, it just don't sound great together. The echo.
Here we go.
Sound like they're in the gym.
That was, and that because he won both of them, he figured, I'll jump into the pool. Somebody said, "Why don't you just jump into the pool?" And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he pulled his wallet out and pulled his keys out, pulled everything out of his pockets, and he jumped in. So he had won the drag race and the obstacle course. Obviously, Nicky wasn't there. Nicky Fitzgerald is one of the ones that he's always got a pretty good boat too. So there were some people that were missing this year that didn't really throw a little kink into the things going on. Usually the Fitzgerald family is usually pretty good at a lot of the stuff. They weren't there this year, but yeah, I took a few pictures, hoping there's a good walkthrough video this year, because I didn't take a lot. I took some. Took some of the key ones I wanted. I took some of the castle pictures, obviously, so Brett, had, I can show Brett the name. So, but. Did see the one.
Welcome to the show. What are you working on?
The goats.
Goats? We all get goats to start the show.
After I finish the goats, I gotta make about. Oh no!
We lost your camera.
Oh no!
And then there's the goat curse.
Oh, look at that! Nice gray screen, not even blue screen. It's a gray screen. Oh man!
Oh my God! What in the world? Wait a minute! Hold on. What's going on here?
Next year's theme should be the roaring goats.
Well, that's a missed opportunity.
If you got 20 of them, you can still make them into the roaring 20. So.
I gotta make 3 more of these.
There we go. There we go. Thank you, Jesse.
There we go.
Yeah, I gotta make 3 more of these. 3? Yeah, 3 more.
Is that the tower that you wanted to bring?
Yeah. This is the bottom. This is the base of the tower that I wanted to bring. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Wow.
So I
Nice.
gotta make the base and then probably the lobby that goes underneath it. And so yeah, so I'm gonna be busy. I'll bring it. It'll be ready for Virginia, Brick Fair, Virginia.
Yeah, you got to give Martin a run for his money with that Encanto thing.
Right?
Yeah. That
Martin
thing,
is insane. That guy is a genius.
He throws down bricks fast. It's crazy. You know, we'll see him, you know, he's like just tinkering with something, and the next thing you know, like 3 days later, he's got this huge, giant finished product. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's kind of like Jesse.
Pretty fast.
Although I found out something, I don't know if you guys noticed now, but Martin, because I asked him, I'm like, because I know he works for a pharmaceutical company, so I'm thinking, I'm like, are you taking some sort of substance that's helping you to stay alive and fast? And he's like, the reality is that he had narcolepsy for a long time, so he slept a lot, and so now he's gotten that under control. So now he hardly ever sleeps, and he's constantly on the go, and so he's pouring all of his energy into whatever he's doing. So I still think it's amazing. I think it's some sort of, you know, superhuman growth hormone or something that he's taken, because he's got way so much energy going on.
Yeah. He was a nice, genuine guy, man. He was all right.
Oh, he is. He is, though. He is.
Oh my gosh, I was blown away by how humble that guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so super nice. So I want to get something trending, okay? And I know that Dana, you guys were talking about this on Thursday briefly. But two things that we need to do. One, find out who Larry Anderson is, and find out what he looks like, so that we can make a minifig, so that everybody in the community can make a minifig, a little sig fig of Larry Anderson.
Yeah.
And we'll put it in all of our MOCs in some kind of a bad luck scenario. Because, oh my gosh.
Larry Anderson, you have won $1 million, Larry Anderson.
Yeah, Larry Anderson must be present to win. All right, next up.
3,
And he was-
1.
Just so you know, he was right next to me all weekend. He was the guy with the double monorail loop.
Oh, really?
Really?
So Reed knows who
Yeah.
he is. Yeah.
All right. Well, we seriously need a sig fig, because this needs to be a Brickworld 2022 Easter egg.
Yeah, because I mean, seriously, what were the odds of him getting pulled for that Daily Bugle twice,
Yeah.
and not being present for either time?
Right.
I'm sure if Wagner was in here, he would tell you about the year he almost won the UCS Sandcrawler and wasn't there to clean.
Well, Troy doesn't mind at all that he wasn't there.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
One Anderson is as good as the next, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Troy said he's going to send me all the minifigs from the extra one he has now.
How did all those bugle pieces fit in your luggage, Troy?
Oh, it was just fine. If they
Yeah.
fit fine once I took them out of the box.
Yeah, you had to ditch the box though. That's kind of sad.
The box was already crushed on the corners and everything, anyways. So
Oh, was it? All right.
yeah, it was.
Good thing you have another one.
Yeah. So so he's an older gentleman. So I mean, he was, when the pandemic first hit, he was, I think, quarantined a lot. We didn't see him at all. So, but yeah, that was him sitting next to me. So, but yeah, that's kind of crazy, but it happens.
I was thinking just getting a little printed 1x brick with like a milk crate or a milk carton missing.
Missing Larry Anderson.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what we can do, man. Next show.
So I will say that because this was my first Brickworld, and I've been to Brick Fair, Alabama, a few times, and one of the things that I liked, well, I would say overall, my impression of Brickworld was lots better than Brick Fair, Alabama. I mean, sheer size, the type of people, the displays, the whole 9 yards, the proximity to places to eat and enjoy and hang out, versus being in the middle of Alabama, that kind of says it all. But I will say this: the one thing that I do like is that their system for the door prizes for opening ceremony and closing ceremony is that when you get into the room, they submit a link to you and you log in with your Brick Fair account and you click that you're present at the ceremony. So that when they go through,
save some time.
Yeah, because when they go through the draft, you know everyone's there. It's not this constant wait to see are you here or not. So
Right.
Eventually, perhaps, yeah. That's good. Well, since there's no Brick Fair Alabama next year, where are you going to go instead of that next year? I'm trying to
it's too early to determine that.
I'm trying to pull Hoosier and those guys up here. I'm still. Obviously, this is going to kind of make me want to go to. I'm going to have to kind of want to go to Nebraska Brick Days next year. So, I'm guessing it wasn't a ploy to get me there, but in the end, I'm definitely going to want to go there. I wanted to go this year, and it just didn't play in the cards right. But I'm definitely shooting for that next year. So, I just got to see who I can take with me, or if I'm going to have to try and set up something all by myself. So let's see if I can talk any of my current collaborators into wanting to go to Omaha. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, Annette, which wasn't there, Alyssa's mom, Alyssa from Chicago, she had the big lamp, the life-size lamp and bench and all that. So her mom is Annette. She's a member of DENLUG, and she got me hooked in 2012. Whoa, look who jumped into the party. Hey, Stash, how's it going, buddy?
He came in and he froze immediately.
I was going to say.
That's okay. Give him a second.
Cut off.
Everyone has technical difficulties sometimes,
I heard his voice, so he must be a leg time. Welcome to the party, pal.
Thanks, John McClane. I got that reference.
That's an easy one.
So, Bricklock, it was so nice to meet you. Well, so nice to meet everybody, but got a chance to hang out with the gentle giant.
Yeah, it's a big guy.
Bricklock. Oh my gosh, what a nice guy that guy is.
Round two?
But
There's Adam. He's working. He's
there he
moving.
is.
What's up, Stash?
Yeah, wait.
Still lagging.
Stays.
No.
Little bit of a lag.
It's okay. He's here. That's all that matters. He's here.
Survived. Him and TJ are the locals down there for the Brickworld Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun to see TJ and
Kevin.
Hawkeye's in the chat. He was down there with us. Yep, there's Bricklock in the chat. Nice.
Yeah, there was a lot of people down there that spend a lot of time in our chat that were down there, so it's kind of cool. So
Yeah, I felt bad that I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with Kevin, but that guy was working the whole dang weekend, man.
Kevin, yeah.
You Mr. Wagner?
That guy, yeah.
Yeah, he was the man behind our collab, so he was kind of.
Oh yeah. He was working that. He was working his own mock. He was judging. He was running games.
Yeah.
That guy was.
That's probably why those some of the local groups, ChiLug, WISLUG, all those guys, they probably get some of those front those front areas, knowing that they want to be able to find. Actually, I joked with the WISLUG guys. I go, hey guys, thanks for putting me out front. That means Mark can always find me if he needs me to volunteer somewhere. because I'm right there. And of course, the one year they did put me up front, he didn't actually come hunting for me, which was kind of shocking.
It's a good rally point. I know if I was like randomly trying to see somebody again, I'm like, I'll be over at Hope Castle.
Be at the
Can't miss
canopy.
it.
Find the canopy. So that I do not know. Is anybody technically under quarantine from getting back? Maybe that I don't know.
I don't. You know, no one knows those rules anymore because it's like, I don't know. I mean,
in the end, I think they had dropped it to 5, even if you were. But I mean, I think because a couple people that I knew from up north had said they thought they were just fatigued, and I think that's where they kind of went in and just to maybe get a test. I mean, just they'd have a lot of people in there, so you just never know. I mean, could have come from even the public too. You could have come from public, could have come from anybody, So in the end, it happens.
Stash, you just have to watch. My internet's crazy too. They're like doing neighborhood work, cutting cords, hopefully improving the internet. But
generally, they are
like weeks of spotty, glitchy service.
Do you have like the cable stuff like Spectrum, Comcast? What do you got up there?
Yeah, it's Xfinity.
Yeah, so generally, because I did work for those. I worked as a contractor for them for years ago, and they might be upgrading the fiber network.
Yeah, I saw them out there working. So
they're upgrading the nodes and all that. I had a friend that I actually spliced fiber at one point for a little bit. With one of the guys I knew, kind of taught me how to splice fiber. It was great. We went to California, listened to the same CD for 10 hours. So I memorized a few songs, and that was kind of crazy. So, but yeah, so that's kind of it. I mean, if they're rebuilding networks and stuff, then the internet's kind of spotty. So, but it's okay, Stash. You were here. You made it. You were here. So that's all that matters.
The game's gone.
But I forgot what I was saying. That was amazing, but okay. But yeah, did anybody make any big purchases while they were there?
not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
No, I way overspent on a set to participate in a draft. Once you live, you learn.
Which
Because
draft?
I did the succulent one, and yeah, the only thing I could do was buy it from one of the vendors there, and yeah, I wasn't even looking at what retail was on it, and I found out later. I'm like, oh, should I grab both ankles next time?
Well, yeah, but yeah.
I actually had a better draft in an unofficial draft versus a official draft.
Oh,
Somebody, I forget who it was, but one of my lug members who's a kind of a draftaholic and a rare part guy. He's like, "Oh, hey, we're going to do an unofficial draft Sunday morning for the Ahsoka Tano AAT tank with the 501st troopers in it." And I was like, "Oh." And like, do I have to have the set? He's like, nope. The guy got sets on clearance. He's got a stack of them. It was only a $28 buy-in instead of the $40 buy-in that the set normally runs for. And I was like, that's even better.
yeah,
right.
So I walked away with 2 troopers instead of 1. So that right there was, bonus.
Cool.
Well, so Brickhead Family's his son, I forget which one it was, had gotten the succulent, in town. I think he got it at a little bit of a discount. And then he got the brick separators. So he got 18 brick separators. And he ended up selling a handful of them and pretty much making almost all his money back.
I'll admit, I bought was it $5 or $10 worth of his brick separators at 50 cents a piece?
Good.
Because working with plates, you will kill lots of brick separators. So I definitely grabbed it.
Wait. You're gonna have to educate me on this. I'm missing something here. Killing brick separators?
Yeah, because when you separate plates and you use that sharp edge, it tends to mess them up pretty good. I do mess up my edges pretty good on my brick separators. I can't find one right now, but
yeah, I got a huge pile of worn out brick separators.
Yeah, you do know that I have 125,000 of those clear plates, so when
that's true.
I'm pretty sure you've mentioned it for once or twice, Reed. Yes.
Yeah. So in the end, I mean, actually, it's not so much the plates, but the tiles. So when I'm working with the tiles around the edges of stuff, because when I have to get at them, it's just sometimes it just or trying to get between them, it just really bothers them. So in the end, it's that's why I have these. Somebody mentioned these are better, so I make sure I use my old ones a little bit too.
Yeah.
So and I have a lot of those. So.
Yeah, mine's probably not going to focus, but my brick separator is a little bit messed up.
Well, I mean, I do have that happen from time to time, but I never really thought about it being like destroyed.
Well, just that edge gets really messed up. So I mean, I guess you can still use the other side.
Yeah.
But,
Usually you can sand them down and reuse them. I've done that before.
I'm
Get a piece
gonna
of
have
sandpaper and
Yep.
I'm gonna do that to all mine.
I'm gonna have to do it. Well, I think Lego sent me a little bit of extra. Just saying. These are in rows of 10, and I have rows of 10. I ordered 250. This is 322. So I guess I got a little bit extra than 250. And what's funny is I got a weight on here. I got a weight. I wonder if their weight was off.
Could be.
Yeah, I think they measure by weight, so it counts.
I was gonna say, I mean, only 100 of the light blue ones was like 45 grams. I mean, I can't believe 250 is gonna be 56. It almost should be 80 something. But okay, not gonna complain. Lego, thank you. I always need more plates.
So the best Lego screw up I've gotten that I've taken or that happened to me is that they were getting. You could tell they were changing the mold or the plastic on the trans clear, and they had on the website on the Pick-a-Brick it was the trans clear windows that are the taller. They're 4x5 windows, trans clear, and they normally go for 60 cents a piece.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get rid of that. How do I get rid of that?
And they had them for 6 cents a piece. So somebody messed up and had the decimal place in the wrong place. This was right when they were changing the whole Pick-a-Brick location and all this. They sent me an email, said there was a problem with your order. We've canceled it, and we're sending it to you again. I got the order twice.
Yeah, somebody else just told me that recently. The same thing happened to them.
I was getting windows for 6 cents instead of 60 cents. So I'd ordered 200 of them because I'm like, for 6 cents, even if it's the newer old plastic, that I'll be set. And then they sent it to me twice. I got 400 of them. So
that was the big panels, the 1x6x5. Is that what you're saying?
The 1x4x5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Why can't I kick this troll?
I don't know. It's Twitch, so I mean,
Yeah, it's on Twitch.
Yeah,
that's on Twitch. That's why.
If you're a mod on Twitch, or if you're the host, that'd be Reed.
Get
Then
on it, Reed.
you can get rid of them.
Boot him.
heading to Twitch right now.
It's the same. I think that's the same handle. Well, no, it's garbled, but we had a handle like that last night too.
Yeah, it's just garbled.
Yeah.
Bot.
The old Twitch bot.
I have the wrong one there. Let's see if I do.
At Brickworld, I spent a fair amount of money. But on Saturday at the garage sale, I sold 3 Star Wars sets and made back all the money I had spent in the first 4 days.
Nice.
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 I'm telling
Good
you,
job.
this kid's a genius.
And then I spent
That's
about
called-
$100 more on
It's a
Sunday.
college man right there, college graduate.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, it was mostly just a spur of the moment thing. I read about it in the program. Like, hey, I should offset the cost of some of this stuff. See what I can do. I sold the stuff for way under Bricklink prices, but still a lot of money because it's Star Wars.
We call that stupid, crazy Star Wars money.
Yeah. It was a Jabba's Palace, pre-Vizslas Mandalorian fighter, and a TIE Defender.
I did sell a few things at the yard sale too. So. It's pretty good this year. Much better than the previous year. Can't complain.
Ultimately, Reed, did you come out on top?
Oh yeah. Paid for my hotel and cash. You know. Yeah. All right. It's good. It's good. In the end, most of that stuff I've been sitting on forever. So I have to figure out where, like in terms of what got discounted or whatnot. But yeah, it was good. It was worthwhile. So it was like somewhere around 1,500, 1,700, somewhere in there. So no complaint. It was a good time. I sold some stuff that I've been sitting on.
So funny.
Kind of sucks selling a train, but that's kind of how it goes. So.
The goats.
So,
Mel, did you build those the buildable goats in the Thor set?
I did. I just finished it and pushed it off my build table so I can get with the real build. But yeah, those I like that build technique. I do. I'm glad they didn't cow it out and just put a molded goat on it. Probably be cheaper to build them. I like the technique that they use, especially for the legs and the feet.
Yeah, they look funny. Movie looks good. We'll have to see that.
Well, they nailed that. That was 100. They nailed that all right. So something's here. But yeah, probably this was kind of cool too. The guys from Kevin. Or one of the guys, I don't think it was Kevin. I think it was Scott. One of the other guys that helped with the thing actually got us special bricks made for the.
Oh, that's cool.
The castle collab we did this year. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make. I'm gonna try and get Richard, the one that made my Friday Night Brick ones. I'm gonna have to get them made for the collab I did with Chop and them. So that way we can add on
that for you.
Huh?
Who printed that? What company?
Not sure who he had print that. I don't remember. I'd have to talk to him. Just add it to all the stuff for the Brickworld badge. Since obviously that's just the main brick. It doesn't. And actually, I still got to hunt for the ones I misplaced. I misplaced my ones for this year. I got to figure out where all my activity and volunteers. So the other thing, Dana, too, if you volunteer or if you lead activities, you get these bricks too. So, so I have a volunteer activity leader for this year too. But then you donate, you get these guys. So I always try to buy more of them. So
yep. I did get one of the charity champs from the closing ceremony.
So yeah, I bought some more. I was hoping he would have given me a little bit more. I was trying to beat my. Actually, I was trying to beat. Well, I did beat my 2019. I think I had 4, but 2018, I think I had a bunch. So. But.
Hey Mel, you're going to Virginia, right?
Yeah, I'll be there. You coming?
Oh, not me. Oh, Nikki's here.
Yeah, I'm going. That's my
Nikki.
Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Nikki's in the house. Nikki, if to put a face with a mock, Nikki had that awesome Resident Evil extravaganza over by my corner there.
So
corner.
I have to confess, and it's not just that mock, but multiple mocks throughout the weekend. I walked past them. I'm like, oh, that was cool, and I never really got the chance to stop.
Oh, I know.
And then I'll see somebody post pictures of it. I'm like, I was standing right next to that, and I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I wanted to, or that I would have had I really, noticed what it was I was looking at.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Yep, there she is.
Because my wife and I are huge Resident Evil fans, and so I would have totally liked to have taken a look more of that.
Yeah, it had some crazy detail.
I liked the video. I thought thought I took a video of it, but maybe I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, there was some good stuff. Obviously, there was the castle. Didn't one of the guys from down your area bring that huge castle that was on the ground?
Yeah. Well, actually, technically, he's from Canada, but he's an old gray bricks guy. Jeff Van Winden.
Oh, Jeff. Yeah. I think he got the award for
Accessibility award.
Yeah. So for being on the ground. Yeah. That's a big one. That's why a lot of people are dropping their stuff. Next year I need to drop mine to the floor. So that's the goal. So let's see what happens.
We didn't, I think we only had one guy with us who had been to Brickworld before in like 2016, and he was the one who didn't bring anything other than like a Knight Rider with a LED in the front of it. That was what he brought. So we had no experience coming to Brickworld. We didn't even think we could register the moon base or anything in it. We were, luckily Matthew registered his Jetsons Tower, even though it was part of the moon base. We had no idea.
No, I mean, if that's a collab, you can do it.
Yeah, I have no idea, no clue.
Inclusiveness award. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's the one you got, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the castle right now. There's too many castles in here. All these castle pictures I took for Brett. Yeah, something. Oh, there we go. Oh, hopefully I didn't click right past it.
And like the fact that I was amazed at. Of course, Larry, Mel, you guys are all different areas of the country, and you did a collab together.
Yeah.
We can't even do collabs, and we live in the same state, other than doing that. So I find that whole thing amazing because, like, when they're talking about like Lego Masters and stuff like that, and they're like, collaborative building, and I'm like, we don't do that. So
all right.
Oh,
Stop the press. Look who's here.
Holy Toledo.
OMG to the max.
Mr. Hinkle draws.
Old Gray Bricks, we would do Hinkle sightings, and everyone would throw up Hinkle swag when he joined the stream for a second.
Oh, so. Hinkle swag.
Oh man.
Oh, where's mine? Oh.
Shoot, where is my Hinkle figure?
Can I bring one in here?
I gotta get one.
Oh, I got close to that. I got close. I got sparks. I got
one.
I got Hinkle stickers. I got a Hinkle sticker.
Look at him. Man, make one appearance and everybody's scrambling.
Get that one. Yeah, Hinkle, we miss you.
I had multiple Hinkles on the back. I even got the Hinkle man figure sticker himself. There we go.
Wait, hold on. Here we go. There we go. He's in it. Oh, there it
is. That's one of my most treasured possessions right there.
Nice. Is that an original?
Yeah, that's original. I'll put you up, Reed. Hold on. Would you let me drive? Yeah.
He said no such thing.
All right, now to Jesse. Boom.
Original.
That is sweet. Nice. Dana, you got some. Oh wait, let's go to TJ.
TJ.
The executive Hink.
Yeah. This was my first ever sig fig trade.
Nice.
Yeah,
What about you, Dana?
I just got some stickers on my tub here, even bricks in the middle.
Ooh. Awesome.
Little Hinkle swag.
I forgot I had Hinkle right behind me. These I'll have to donate or something one of these days, maybe. So,
yeah.
You got an extra sparks with the brick and all that. So.
I actually have I'm really. I don't know. Maybe I can guilt him here. I have a Batman sketchbook that I started years ago, and I have 2 pages left in it. And I was going to get Hinkle to do a Batman, Lego Batman for me or something like that. If I ever got to see him at a show, and then now I don't know when it'll ever happen.
Yeah,
So-
you'll have to go to a Comic-Con to see him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we'll
have to
go
go to
to
a Comic-Con that he's at too.
We
so.
need to hope there's a brick
sure he would
convention
do,
and a
yeah.
Comic-Con in the same city. And we'll have to all stampede over to the Comic-Con and say, "Oh, it's our master, the master here."
Well, I think like Emerald City would probably be the closest way to do that. Because don't they do a big Lego convention and also during the comic convention at Emerald City? Maybe.
Yeah,
Somebody tell me. Maybe I'm just talking to myself here.
they do. Yeah,
I don't
Emerald
know.
City. They do a big Comic-Con.
But I mean, I think they have a big Lego presence at that show at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
Well, I went there once for vending Brickmania.
I mean, the best bet would be you'd have to find one out on the East Coast where
Yeah,
There you go.
that would probably be more likely.
Only for you.
I'm screenshotting this.
Yeah, we missed him. It would have been awesome. I mean, this was a good show. It would have been awesome to have him there. But you know what? He's moved on to bigger and better things. Let's hope
Hey, he definitely doing it big, man. I follow him on Instagram, and he posts a lot of his convention stuff, man. And he is doing it big, man. And I'm a kid with a dream, right? Like when I was little, I used to draw and do little stuff like that. And I went to college for drawing and stuff like that. And I did this crazy thing and became a cop and stopped, right? So when I see Hinkle, I'm like, man, I could be that guy, man. I could be that guy. I could be, that's a great life to live, man. Doing what you love, right?
Nice. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hope you're doing good, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why I did, that's why a lot of us, if you've always been good friends with him. I kept my Patreon going. I mean, I still pay it. I mean, in the end, it's it's you're still a friend. You still got all that talent, so. Besides, I got one project left that I gotta gather some funds for to have him draw up. He might not want to do it, but those of us that have been expelled from Lego would probably want him to do it. So
3 cons.
We might be able to twist it.
That's intense.
3 cons in a month. Yeah.
3 cons a month. That's intense.
That's 3 weekends. Yeah. 3 weekends away from the kids and the wife. I don't know. Well, hopefully he's got enough supplies and all that stuff. He's been doing that for so long. So hopefully, I was going to work on some other stuff too. I actually grabbed a new bin and actually sort my animals in.
All right, so I need a judgment call here.
Yeah.
I picked up this Minecraft dungeon set.
Yeah.
Because I needed the head on a figure, and it was cheaper just to get the set than it was to try and find somebody to sell just the head, because it just wasn't happening. So I'm going to part together the figures, because I know I can take those to Atlanta Brick Company and use them for trade. And I'm going to do this funky thing here, because they'll probably take that, and then the creeper things. I don't know whether I should bother trying to build the figure to sell it separate, or just say forget it and part it out and put the pieces in my inventory.
I guess it depends how good the parts are or the guy. And I guess you'd have to look and see.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look on Bricklink and see if people are even interested in him just by himself.
Now, is that a brand new set? Look at the bottom. What is the copyright on that? That might be a 2022.
It's a 2021 set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Double check.
Well, I would say, guys, hopefully if he used any of his funds from his exiting Lego sale, I would say hopefully he had enough money to get a new computer. So we guess. The rest probably has to go for a down payment on a house down in Texas. So
yeah, his exiting Lego sale was interesting. I wish I had been local enough to go see that. I would have also liked to have been at Boone's exiting sale for the country, because I heard that was also a feeding frenzy too. So,
boy, Hinkle,
squirrel. careless.
Yeah. Yeah. Chester didn't have.
You're welcome.
Chester didn't have Boone to attack him this year, so or attack Boone this year since he wasn't there. So. Bum, 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 bum. So other than that, I don't know what I want to do tonight. I brought some sets to build. I brought some stuff for Kate to do. Did find some poly bags today. Well, it was nice seeing him. So yeah, you can say.
Cool.
So
Rare sighting.
rare sighting, yeah. Rare is right, but hey, always awesome.
We were all at Brickworld. Every single one of us on the panel.
Yeah,
Just
every one of
high
us was. Yeah, that was kind of.
That's crazy. And quite a few in the chat, like Hawkeye and Nikki.
So here we'll go and
Bricklock.
Bricklock.
Yep, Bricklock was there.
here we'll go.
Adam.
We'll go ahead and we'll go
Who'd I
ahead and
miss?
Stash. Or that is
Oh, that
That thing
right
was
there.
crazy.
That right there, the water effects on that one right there was just amazing. Like you had moving pieces, like rolling like pillars, like the water were like pillars, so it looked like it had that roll down effect, and then they had the steam coming out.
Yeah.
And it had it when it got down to the river. There were little fish that kept jumping that would continue down the river. Yeah, that was cool.
that was nominated for a flying vehicle there too. The plane that was actually crash landed.
So,
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
was
Okay, hold that picture there. So on the far back left top corner, there's that little hole. See that right there? Yeah, not that top one, but the one below it. No, down, right there. That was filled with green crystals and whatnot.
yeah.
Took my my portable black light. There it is. Took the portable black light across that thing. It looked like a freaking cannon of light
Really?
emerging from that hole.
How cool.
Yeah, because it's got that neon yellow and the bright green. Bright green
So
is
cool. It was so cool.
Did you get a picture of it like that?
I think I do.
But yeah, this was pretty freaking awesome. Yeah. Especially when you're building that thick. That's that's just crazy.
Took them a while to set up too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was definitely a 3-year project. So there's that. There's Nikki's. There's Star Trek. Here's that monastery. Of course, I walked up to Casey and said, "Nice castle." He said, "It's a monastery." So yeah, this was pretty cool. I mean, you might not have done as well because I think you couldn't see as much. So I think that was kind of what I think. Then of course our resident castle guy decided instead of building one historic castle, decided to use one and build it through the time because he's done a castle every year. So. Oh, okay. You want
Hold on a second. Hang on a second. Let me get to the right thing here. For whatever reason, it wasn't showing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, now share.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the good. That was the effect I was trying to get from the back of my little cave area, but didn't look as good as that. That's for sure.
Yeah, and the picture doesn't even do it. I mean, you could see it glowing out of the hole. It wasn't just like it was like a faint glow. It was like a beacon of light coming from the hole. It was so cool.
Now, did they have a black light or did you shine a black light?
No, I because Jen Smart had shown something when she was at Bricks Cascade, and I had seen it where she was showing the orange parts would have a difference, and I was like, okay, I build with a lot of orange. I need to get a black light because I want to play with that. Yeah. And it plugs into a USB battery. So I was like, oh, I'll just take this around the lights out and see what happens. And I ran across a couple little things like this that people weren't like showcasing or displaying, and boom, they just popped.
You can get these too at Harbor Freight Tools that I use. I was using these. Plus, these will recharge your glow in the dark stuff too. So.
Well, that's true. That's cool.
So in the end, I mean, there was some neat castle stuff. I mean, we got, and there was even some small stuff. This was kind of cool. This tower. Oh, there's Liz. There's Elsa. Season 3 contestant. I was talking to her. She builds in trans blue, guys. I found somebody who builds in the same. That was pretty neat. I like that.
That's on I think that was on a mat. I don't think that was brick underneath that.
Yeah.
Which is a great way to do it, by the way. Saves you a ton of money on trans pieces.
True, but at the same time, I was kind of like, I was a little underwhelmed because it was on a map. Maybe that's a little gatekeeping.
Oh, that ship one or whatever. This one here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the end, I mean, everybody does different stuff.
Oh, I know. Everyone Legos differently.
Yeah, I had blue underneath mine just in case we had any issues with our stuff. But, you know, this was kind of cool. Nice side section of a castle. Knights of the Ark. This was kind of cool. There was some neat stuff. There definitely was some cool things. Here's his farm. Here's Brian's farm. There's Jurassic Farm.
I guess that's the last year he's doing that, right?
Huh?
That's the last year he's doing that?
Yeah, I think he said that's coming apart. So this was kind of cool. I didn't see it. Never saw it working, but it's kind of cool. These castles are kind of neat.
That castle, that thing under blacklight was again also insane. And no blacklight can be found around it for lights out. If he had done that, it would have been
the coral. The coral reacts a little bit. Is that what you're talking
the
about?
coral reacts crazy. Crazy.
I had a portable one for my glow-in-the-dark shirt. Still over there.
Oh, we also found out the brick slope shirts are all blacklight glowing as well.
No way. That's funny.
Yeah.
This was pretty cool too. The Batman lair, that was pretty wild too.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'd walk by that and be just like, oh my god, that's too much. I'll have to come back later. And 100 times later, I never did get a real good look at it. But
same thing.
That was like so many things there.
Yeah.
Because you walk around, you walk to the bathroom, and you have 15 conversations, and an hour later, you're wetting your pants.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the next thing you know, you're like, oh, I need to go do this. And then you totally forgot to go to the bathroom as well. So,
what cave are you talking about? Oh, what are you talking? Oh, in the end?
That was our lug. Oh.
Yeah, normally I'd be drinking a beer tonight, Jesse, but
yeah,
same.
If it killed COVID, I'd be drinking a lot of it.
Whiskey,
so nice.
Whiskey, yeah.
This was kind of cool. I thought this was pretty neat.
We had a lot of that.
Castle.
That's Doug Rao. He's in my lug. That's another TwinLUG builder.
Yeah, that's an Exo Knight thing. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
I wonder if he needs any of the Knights. I got like 8-9 packs of them. This was neat. I like this.
those were slit. Yeah, that was cool.
I definitely
That was
want
Jesse's lug. Jesse's lug.
Yeah, that was Brian. Brian built that one.
Yeah,
Brian's
definitely.
really good. We got a really good team of heavy hitters, actually.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Well, over the years, even.
Well, there we go. We're back to mine. This is kind of what it looked like. This might have been in the dark, actually. Kind of. Looks like it. Hard to tell. The edge. Lots of pictures. We can skip through them. Oh, there's Chester. Hamming up for the camera. Oh, this was pretty neat. I like this one.
Yeah.
That looked pretty good in lights, too. It's all lit
Yeah,
up.
look at how much water. I thought my water was bad.
That actually is a lug member of mine named Kevin. So shout out to Charm City Lug, and the president is right here. Yeah, that guy's brilliant. That guy, I think he won an award for that one. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Oh yeah, it was the he got the award for like the most accessible or whatever that one was.
did he get that one?
Inclusive. That was the inclusive.
Was that the inclusive one?
I thought was
Or
that
the, or
one
the,
or the other
it
one?
was because it was accessible to the kids because it was down on the floor. That's why he got the award.
I thought it was the other castle.
It was the other castle. It wasn't that one. It was Jeff Van Winden's castle that won the accessible award.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one might have been part of the medieval, but
I
won that one.
want to say this. Wait, oh, you can't. You got the back side of that card.
Yeah, this one got nominated. I don't think it won.
Let me see. I'll tell you here with Mel. We find out.
Well, nominations are
Still pretty good.
Yeah,
This is ours. This one got nominated for medieval or for group layout.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
telling
that
Kevin I really like this one because usually castle builders will just focus on the castle, but you've got the whole village inside of there.
I did
Oh,
this
yeah.
too.
I did this little section over here, and then I had 3 sections in the middle. I had one tower and then one house, and then I made a hole for another house. So yeah, we had to change up some stuff since Milwaukee. We had it displayed in Milwaukee, and we made some changes. So yeah, and actually, if you look carefully, it actually says WISLUG right here in the binder.
Yeah, that was the other
I
great
saw
thing.
that.
I didn't notice that until I looked at it 6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah,
And the treasure cave around the left side of that was
oh yeah,
epic.
the one that Scott did from up. He's up north.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He built a new dragon before that show too. Well, yeah, and we
Speaking
changed.
of, where is Kevin tonight?
I don't know.
We need to give him props.
He might show up still. It's still kind of early. Yeah, so this was my section here. So I had the bard playing and somebody giving us stuff. Of course, I had squirrels, and then I had 5 of the rogues walking through. So,
Nice.
you know, so let's hear. I got more. Here's more in the black lights than this sucker. This was, as you can see. I mean, this sucker. I liked it this year. I like Chops. Chops Lava was like
Chop killed it this year.
Yeah, his looked really good.
Yeah, and it took on an entire new life of its own when the lights went out.
Yeah, that was the goal. Is I wanted. I mean, in the end, one thing that probably would have made it better is if all the horns kind of stuff on Jordans were glow in the dark. If all these horns and stuff had been glow in the dark, probably been even cooler. But at least that was the nice thing is at least he had flames and stuff that still shined under the UV, and that was kind of the cool. That's the effect I was hoping for. The Kraken really helped too by putting all that UV on there. I think really helped the Kraken kind of showcase himself. So and I mean, obviously, I had a little bit in the back. So, and that was a goal. Now this was cool. This was pretty wild.
That was Erickson Brothers, I tell you.
Yeah.
They know how to do lights in what do you call it?
Golf
Steam
course.
or smoke?
But in the grand scheme of things, that's who we lost the best small group layout to was the Erickson brothers, like the Mark and Steven.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
because
who
winning
we were
Lego
competing
Masters
against?
just wasn't enough.
That's who we were competing against. Oh man.
Yeah, that's who you were picking.
Yeah. Well,
that's who it was.
hey, we were in good company, all right?
Yeah,
We were.
that's what I'm
We were.
saying. If you list all your fellow nominees, that's really good company.
Oh, I know.
I kind of wish I knew who all of them were, but
So that was going to ask that. Is there? I mean, because I noticed there was the voting page, and I tried to go to it afterwards, and now it won't let you log back in. You can't see all the nominees anymore.
Yeah, and I don't even know if my votes counted because I only got halfway through the voting before midnight hit. Because I had gotten up at one point to go look at something up close. I couldn't decide between 2 of them. And, one thing led to another and conversations happened and pretty sure there were drinks involved and then it was too late.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
is that that's Nikki's, right? Or
Yeah, luckily I
yeah.
got muted because
Oh,
it'd be
dude.
copyright
Nice video.
probably craziness if I had a lot of sound to it. But it was pretty cool. We can play it post show or something, you know. And that was Hawkeye. This was Hawkeye's. His
there's
3000. Yeah.
Yeah, I showed Mark from season 1 Hawkeye's build because he had a minifigure of Boone and Mark in him. Man, it was like,
he had a
like, I had to tell Mark like, yo, people still think about y'all, man. Like, you know.
And this was Alyssa. This is the daughter of the person who got me hooked to Brickworld, Annette. This is her daughter Alyssa, who lives in Chicago. So this is her build this year. Pretty cool. There's the castle in the dark. With their tea lights. We did have some other black lights. Somebody's like, there was no other black light, and this is one of our builders from up north, and he's like, yeah, your black light's kind of overshadowed mine this time. I says, yeah, that wasn't deliberate.
Wouldn't it just add to?
Right, I liked it. I saw it.
This I probably should have. If I'd known this was here, I probably should have brought all my
Scooby-Doo one. The Scooby-Doo one was awesome too.
Yeah, the Scooby-Doo. I should have brought my sets to sell.
Why didn't you? How much did you bring to sell, Reed?
I brought about 2 boxes in a bag to sell. I sold at least a box worth of stuff. So this was pretty cool. This year is this.
That was all right.
That would be me. Hey, where's the clear cube, Dana? You're missing the clear cube. Where is it?
Well, if you go over to the smaller cubes, when I did the 4x4 habitats, there is a Translite blue one in there.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I bet you did. I bet you couldn't get the clear to do the clear. I own all the clear. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Well, there's no clear minifigure, so you know.
Yeah,
I have OEM.
I think mine's a clone. I have one.
Yeah.
I got one through the Creations for Charity auction one year. So.
Yeah. If I can get a non-production released one, that would be different. But you know, because I mean, that's one of the big questions that people ask me every time was, did you paint anything, and are these all actual Lego? Those are 2 common questions every time.
Mm-hmm.
So, got to stay purist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's just brilliant.
There probably is one out there
In
somewhere,
more ways than one.
but the person to ask was only in and out. So you know.
Yeah, that's true. Kevin might have been able to tell me certain things.
I thought the Amtrak train was pretty cool. They would need some trains. There were definitely some trains.
Hi,
Actually,
Kittenville.
This is the best medieval. Ben, what's funny is he showed this in Milwaukee in October, and then I find because I've been watching it, and then I was like, "Oh, you're part of WISLUG? Wow, I didn't know that." It was pretty bad on my part, but you know, this was pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
actually, a WISLUG member has won best medieval building back to back, 19 and 22. So,
Wow.
Nice.
yeah, Jesse, the one that did not join in our collab, who kind of backed out, he won at 19 with his castle that was next to mine. So I wish he'd been right next to me so I could have said, "Wow, it must have something to do with being next to this crazy guy with the clear castle." But,
With the big castle.
Chester, so with the banner, there he is. There's the other Hinkle, the Hinkle maid.
That's hysterical.
There's the other Hinkle. He looks scared. He must be afraid of something down on the ground.
Oh, this guy.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, he had the look. He had the cruise ship too. That was his too. So I thought I was going to get some more stuff. Oh, there's all the master builders. Ice Umsher's in there somewhere.
He almost didn't make it over there.
Yeah, that was so pandemonium, man. Like, hey, come here, take this picture. No, come over, take this picture. No, I'm gonna take a picture with my dudes first.
Yeah.
Man, wait.
We were doing our thing. And then he's like, "Oh, where's Iceberg?"
Yep. See, this guy from Michigan almost. This Lego master build contestant tried to take my squirrels to Michigan. I think he might have got Justina. She might have been. Hey, Kittenville.
Hey guys, it's reaching my time that I'm going to have to bid you adieu for this Friday night.
Cool. Hey, Dana, thanks for stopping by, man. And I tell you, I had so much fun hanging out with you.
Oh,
we
dude.
gotta go get some Chicago meat
got you to break your Portillo's cherry. So you know,
Yes, I did.
important. That was important.
Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Dana, it was good to meet you.
Dana, you'll be part of the mailing list every week now, so you'll be fine.
Later, Dana.
Awesome, guys. All right, I'll catch you later. Have a
Good
good
night,
weekend.
buddy.
Or Zool.
What's up, Kittenville? What's
There's
going
no
on,
Dana.
bro?
not
Dana,
much.
only Zool.
Not much, huh?
Just getting everything set up over here at the new digs.
There you go. That's always good. New digs are always exciting. Okay. Looking for some bins of stuff to do. I'm gonna actually move my animals around, I think. Again. So Stan, what are you working on tonight, Kittenville? You just kind of
Just got back from the park from the with the kids, but they had a block party out there for the kids.
there you go.
Summer block party.
I was trying to talk to the other fathers and other parents out there to go down the slip slide. Over out here this direction, over at the soccer fields, they have them in these like little gullies. So there's like about a 20-foot drop off with this plastic sheet. I went down there with the kids there several times, but the other fathers were complaining that they may not make it up the hill.
That's not good.
Is my AC bothering anybody?
I don't hear it.
Okay. Because it's right behind me.
No, I don't. I think it's fine for now. We'll let you know if something gets if it gets too loud. I mean, it's not as loud as Moto's washer and dryer, and somebody else had noise at one point too that was pretty bad. But I remember there's been a few things, but no, it's not loud enough to where we're really paying attention to it. So you're good.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, that's okay. He'll be back.
I'm parting out my draft parts from the Mandalorian Armorer set. And I managed to snag one of each guy
Nice.
on top of the parts.
Good deal. That was a good one to do.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to the spoiler show.
Oh boy. I just
saw
watched
Obi-Wan
it.
three times today. 3 times.
Wow.
3 times.
I just watched The Boys, so I'll put a spoiler show up so we can talk to the boys.
There's my.
I watched the boys tonight.
There's
So
my.
when I commented, Mel, you haven't watched it yet? So I spoil it for you? Sorry.
Nah. You good. No spoilers at all.
He'll let you know if you spoil it for him.
Yeah.
You guys watched the Miss Marvel stuff too, though?
I'm all caught up on everything
Okay.
because I've had nothing but time on my hands
We should definitely.
to lay there and watch stuff.
Yeah.
At least you're not buying any more succulent sets.
Oh, stop it!
Sucker for
Too
succulents.
soon, Mel. Too soon, man.
Succulent.
Too soon.
Succulent
I was
set.
definitely suckling it.
Never too soon. Never too soon.
Suckled you dry.
Never too
Yeah.
soon to bust a buddy's
And I tell you,
balls.
boy, Larry is a determined person, boy. Let me tell you, like he went in there and like, he knew he was gonna play that game, man. He did what every AFOL don't do. Yo. Never overpay for a set. just to play the game. And he came
That's
back,
all right.
man. He came back sad.
Yeah.
Because then he lost somehow.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
Parts-
I'll never get in on a draft that big again. I mean, it's just it's just too many people, man.
Well,
I think there's a such thing as having too many people.
Don't ever play 3-card Remy. You know,
Nah.
that ain't your thing, man. You know, that ain't your thing.
What was I did a draft one year at Chicago. I did the Attack of the Wards, and Hinkle had me go do an errand for him. I had to go print something off or do something. And so I went and did something. I turned in my set, went and did it, came back and said, "Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to draft." He's like, "What do you mean you're ready to draft?" I said, "Well, remember I dropped off my set and I had to go run an errand for a friend, and I'm back." And he's like, "Oh, we already drew numbers." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "You have to be the last one." I said, "That's okay. There's only one thing I want." And you heard somebody go, "Oh." And then in the end, I'm like, "Okay." So I get to my turn, and I grabbed a warg and a warg. They were packs of 2. I caused a warg run. So, I mean, and they were gone. So I got what I wanted. So, and it was over. So, but yeah, do drafts once in a while. They've always done a few. You know, some years I'm more interested than others. This year I wasn't quite as interested in it. There's been more stuff going on, but kept me at bay.
That's just one thing about it, Reed. Like I think that this convention had like so much to do. Like we said it before. I said it before. And I say it again. Like I told me and Larry was sitting down looking at baseball games and stuff that we could break away to go do. Like stuff we could just break away to go do. You were so glued to the convention even after hours that you just there was no time for that.
Dude, it was so hard to go to bed. Now maybe there might have been one I didn't, but yeah. I mean, it's just you just like I mean the conversations kept going, and you turn the you get done with one, you think you're going to bed, and you turn the corner, and oh, there's another party.
Yeah, you falling apart. You better than me, man, because I'm telling you, like around like 10 o'clock, boy, I turned into a pumpkin, man. I was sliding upstairs to go to bed, bro. I couldn't. It was so bad. Like even in the opening ceremony, it was the opening ceremony, which was like extremely late for open ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there dying. I'm dying. I get up to go up to the bar. Who goes to the bar to order coffee? And I go to the bar to get some coffee, and I'm sitting down there drinking the coffee, still falling asleep. I said, you know what?
Dang.
I said, I'm going to bed. I'm not fighting it. But then, like, I get up like in the middle of the night because that coffee had me thirsty. Like, so I get up like 1:30, open up my door, and they're still down there in the lobby, man. It's like Grand Central Station.
Guilty.
What's going on down here? Like, what? I actually had to go to 7-Eleven because they didn't like all the machines. They didn't take card or money or anything. They were all like it was bad. So I had to get out and get in the car and go to 7-Eleven. It's a big convenience store, right? Yeah, but it was cool though, man. It was cool. I definitely, it's a shame we gotta wait. You always gotta wait a whole year for something good, man. So
Pretty much the case.
Yeah.
So, Bricks Cascade or Brickworld?
Oh man, you're gonna ask me that, huh? Oh.
Those were the 2 I did this year. Cascade was incredible.
So would the 3 of you guys go to Cascade again?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
It was just as much fun, and seemed like you're running into people like that. But there's a little bit of a different crowd with more West Coast and Canadians, I think. So.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a tough one. I didn't think. I mean, I had such a good time at Cascade. I didn't think it was going to top it. So
yeah.
I think it topped it though.
I think we topped it. I
because just the excitement. I think the excitement of Brickworld topped cascade.
Yeah.
But here's the
See,
thing.
my bar is set like at the top.
Yeah, you got a really big.
I'm gonna have to make sure that my expectations are very, very mild going anywhere else, I think. But I do want to check out Brick Slopes. I know, Troy, you and I talked about 2023. That's a date.
Which will live in infamy.
Yeah, I could drive to that one, so I could bring
Yeah,
a bunch
same.
of stuff. That's the big thing.
Here's the thing.
And I've never been to it before.
Would you believe that Virginia, Brick Fair Virginia is actually bigger than Brickworld Chicago? Like they get more registrants. I won't say they won't get. I don't know. I think it's probably a toss up with the general population.
What about the size of the
Yeah,
hall?
I'll find out.
Is it?
I'll find out.
Yeah, what about
They have a bigger
square
hall.
footage?
Size of the hall. The size of the hall, the square footage, is probably about the same. It's still a convention hall. Like it's a big convention hall.
I want to say I thought
Chantilly's about the same size as well. It's a convention hall, so Chantilly might be bigger than what we had. We'll find out. He says a comparable size. 18K public a few years back. Who was 18K? Was it Virginia or was it Chicago? I think it was Virginia, right? Maybe something like that. That's what somebody told me, and I was like, "What?" My money would have been on with Chicago, and then maybe because it's brand new to me. But
yeah.
Chicago had what, 37,000?
What?
Was that the right number? 37,000?
Well, that was what the charity ran. They had 9,000 public.
Oh, 9,000.
oh, see, 9,000 public, and Virginia
9,000.
Brick Fair was 18K.
Okay.
See?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Virginia's that much further away, man.
It's on the East Coast. Higher.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's like we said, it's a comparable size and it's a comparable talent that shows up to Virginia as well. So you know,
That might be a trip just to go without bringing anything.
A bigger bionicle crowd out there in Brick Fair, Virginia.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
Well, Jesse, I'm glad you caught the boys. Because did you catch it between London Calling and Friday Night Bricks?
Yeah, that's when I watched it.
You're a trooper, man.
That's an awesome Friday, bro. I ain't even mad at you.
Right on.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta watch the boys.
All I gotta say is poor MM. Walking through that door.
I was like, the most. Yeah, we'll save it for tomorrow.
Don't spoil it.
You know what I'm talking
You
about.
doing it tomorrow or the next day?
Sunday.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was thinking tonight was Saturday, so Sunday. Yeah, we'll do a normal Sunday show.
Cool.
Ooh. Get down. Meowed himself away.
Troy, what are you working on?
Just taking apart some sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I'm doing.
Well, I did have to run down.
Oh, I
Get
got
this little
mine.
guy. Did you get yours?
I was going to build mine. I haven't built it yet. I got it sitting here.
Man, would I love to have about 10 of these. There are some awesome parts in here.
Nice.
Yeah. And those shields are printed, right?
They are printed.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's see if I have it.
Yeah, that is a cool gift of purchase.
Yeah, the inside. it's tough to see the cool black pieces, but the little like 1x2 half round hollow cylinders are just these really neat techniques on making the tree trunk as it goes up to the top there with that big old the macaroni. But yeah, that was fun. I had to. I'm not one to just run down to the Lego store for every gift with purchase, but this one I love because I've always loved the Forestman, and yep, I figured I could pick. I could find something to buy. I'm sure.
Is that a in-store only? Like,
well, I think online people are saying that it's like gone.
just
But
sold
yeah,
out.
Well,
Lego
the promo
Lego store had
ended,
plenty of
but it was online as well.
It was on
Yeah.
mine. That's where I
It's
got mine.
possible that maybe
Promo
the,
ended?
You gotta spend 150 to get it. You gotta spend
it's
150 to get it.
possible. It's interesting to see if they put it back out when the castle comes out. You know, if they have extras, or if they'll just sell them until they're gone in the stores. You know.
Yeah, I think that was the rumor that it'll come back for the castle.
I
To
didn't
be
know.
honest, I mean, that's probably when it really should have came out to begin with, but
Yeah.
you know, it's all about that timing. You know, kind of like with the Coliseum and stuff. You want to make sure you're bringing out stuff that goes well with other stuff. So.
Honestly, nobody has anything to bitch about now with all this stuff coming out. You're getting Castle, or you're getting classic space.
Right.
No. Now we're just gonna bitch about how much is coming out and how much it
Trains.
costs.
Yeah,
We're
How much
humans. We'll
money-
find something to bitch about.
the Star Wars stuff.
My bank
Oh.
account is not going to be happy, so I'll complain about that. So.
Okay, maybe beyond the Bionicle fans can bitch. Those are the
Oh,
only
yeah.
ones left.
They will. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, they will. That's fine. That's a better bin to go to, I think. It works good. He's an oddball. Didn't even use my translucent guys at Chicago. Man, what is wrong with me? Oh,
You slipping.
I had all these otters I could have used. Man, oh man. Probably because I just kept altering other stuff at the show, and so I just never got around to really put the guys out, put the humor guys out, but always miss something. I always bring more than I know I have enough time to put out, but I made sure I get the important ones out. The UV reactive ones, made sure I get those guys out. So. Where are my glow-in-the-dark spiders? Where'd they all go to? They all went and hid somewhere. Oh, everybody's building. Everybody's doing something.
On the water tiles. Oh.
Yeah, of course, I sparked controversy today in my thing. I mentioned I asked about lug bulk. They're like, oh, you're not supposed to ask about that. He'll say when it's coming. I'm like, well, sorry guys. I heard other lugs. I was getting lug envy. You know, other lugs are getting it. When are we getting ours?
Oh yeah, you can't talk about that.
What? Can't talk about what?
What parts they get, right?
Oh, you can talk about
Or is it
everything.
just-
You can't talk price.
Pricing.
Pricing. Yeah. You can talk about everything else except for pricing.
Okay.
Yes, that was always the good conversations with Kevin. Was like, yeah, no, you guys can talk about it. I used it as a recruiting tool all the time. That's why when you try to show the lists and stuff, you got to make sure you don't have any pricing stuff up there, so people can't see the pricing stuff. So that's kind of the goal. Here's my real goat. Here's my real honest to goodness. I don't even know where he came from. Must have been part of a grab bag or something, because I know I never got that farm set. So did not come via the normal means. So, and I think I saw that farm set once when it first came out. I haven't seen it since. It came out.
Which one is that? Is that the windmill or the medieval market?
That was Mill Village Raid that the goat came out. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but I haven't seen the new set. I think I saw the new set like maybe right around the time right as it came out, but I haven't seen it since now. So, because I was at the Target today looking, wearing my Friday shirt.
You were expecting it to be in there, in a retail store?
What? No, not the mill. The new farm set, the new one.
Oh, I see.
I was hoping I'd see the new farm set.
Oh yeah.
This is a good change. I got room. I got space left over. Pull these out of here. They're food, but they're animals. Animals first, food second. Yeah, I need to get some. I wanted to have my fish swimming around too, but didn't quite have the parts for that. Anybody buy the printed tiles that were on for sale from Eclipse and any of those places this weekend?
I got a few.
I did.
How about one?
Yeah, that was another one of my expensive lessons.
What?
Don't follow Jesse to the vendors. No.
I'll show you all the good stuff.
Dude,
Yeah,
they do it in a very dangerous way. It's like, here's a cup, and here's all these just $1 things and $3 things sitting out, and so I'm just picking things out, putting them in my cup. That'll be how much? $68? Okay.
Really?
But no, I got some good stuff. I got a whole bunch of zombie heads and bleeding heads and
zombie heads.
Good thing I didn't follow Larry around. Dang, I don't grab that much stuff. I'm doing math in my
well, I
head.
don't have a lot. I mean, I do not order a lot of that kind of stuff online. So being there, behooves them to take advantage of people like me. They're like, oh, I can have it in my hand right now.
Well, I mean, I have from previous years the crispy, the Brickley cream and the brick and donuts. I mean, the toilet paper is all in my destroyed igloo somewhere. I have all my brick tissue. Even though that hurt a little bit, but yeah, found some cool parts and everyone used them this last weekend. Sure, I hate when that happens. Find stuff. Like, oh, this would be really cool. Let's see if I can use it. I forget to grab it. The eggs can go. The eggs are food. Horror ones. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I mean, obviously, there's the Brickforge guy. Brickforge wasn't there this year, and he usually has some neat stuff too. But
let's see.
I was looking through some of the custom stuff I got.
oh, actually, that's the wrong place.
There we go. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. Because the boys.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see the chick ones. Damn, I didn't see the female ones.
With the 8-ball.
Ooh, I like that 8-ball.
It was an 8-ball. Oh my goodness.
That's perfect for the boys. Give that to Soldier Boy.
See if I
I
can
got
make
them
this.
ready to go.
Sorry, this is also happening tonight.
Oh.
Well, that could be copyrighted stuff there, buddy.
Yeah, you better not.
Yeah, I'm switching.
Pull it,
Hold on.
pull it.
Hold on.
Oh, you made it bigger.
That is not what I
And
want.
there we go. And there we go. Stream is over. Thanks, guys.
Get you out of
Hold on.
there. Get you out of there.
I'll kick him out. Jeez.
Kick me. Thank you.
Moto!
We're still live for the moment, so we haven't made somebody mad quite yet. So we're good.
Found it.
Watch out for the warning this time. Okay. New animal bin is done.
No, the cup could be over tonight.
Huh?
The cup could be over tonight if they win.
If who wins?
If Colorado wins tonight, they take home the cup at home.
That'd be good.
That means, riots downtown tonight.
Yeah.
Nice.
No. I have too. I got too many family members that are Denver PD.
Let me see. Four of those.
Time is 9 o'clock. I guess. What do you think, Larry? Should I build it? I think I got time.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
It's open. All the value is gone now. Any special value it had. Not that there's anything from the 90th anniversary that should be still sealed in a box. Won't be tempted to maybe even be buying castles just to have more pigs. None of the special fig parts are definitely on the. They're not available for purchase yet. So. It is kind of nice that they got printed figs. I wonder if we're on the cusp of having awesomeness again. Resurgence of nostalgia. I don't think anybody can complain, that's for sure. Oops. Quiver. Oh, she has a sword. What is this? Quiver. So what's everybody's next Lego convention? We were kind of talking about a little bit. So anybody have something for this year? Obviously, Ice is going to Alabama. That's still this year.
Alabama.
Anybody else have this year, or is everybody going next for something for next year?
I'm going to Virginia, no Alabama.
Oh, Virginia. Sorry, my bad. I'm in a brain fart. I'm building now, so my brain no longer works. So I don't know. I think people are selling it on eBay for 50, 60 average. Oh, this set? Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, I might maybe pick up a second one or something. There you go. Bricklock that's being a bodyguard in His special service.
Mel, did you get a chance to meet Eric?
No, I don't think I did.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to miss him.
Yeah.
He's like 7.5 feet tall.
Jeez.
Big teddy bear.
Yeah, he brought his daughter on. I think it was Sunday or whatever. She came up. He brought her up to show her all the awesomeness up there. Future builder, get her motivated. Show her all the awesomeness starts.
So, Reed, I have a bowling question for you, and I may have asked you this in the past, but is there a term for when the ball goes into the gutter and then out of the gutter and hits pins?
Yes, it's called illegal.
But there's no other name for it?
I can't think of it off the top of my head because
okay.
I try to avoid
They got
that.
a name for everything in bowling.
I try to avoid that because it doesn't count, so it's not really all that exciting to do that. So I will try and bowl between my legs once in a while. That's been effective over the years, but I can't throw a strike that way. That's for sure. And you master skills like that when you spend too much time in a bowling center when there's no one around.
Well, because I went bowling a week or two ago, or 3, and that happened to me twice. Twice.
Where?
And not intentional. Not intentional. Just, I don't know how it popped out down there by the pins, but one time I knocked down 7 pins with it, and the other time I picked up the spare. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's
maybe the ball just knew it was working for the Legend.
Maybe. I try to knock them all down on the first try, so I don't have to throw a second ball for a spare. But we always don't get strikes all the time. So I actually don't. I don't know what who I'm bowling with this year. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't decided yet. Kind of subbed last year. I was kind of waiting to kind of bowl with some of the guys of both years ago, see if they want to bowl again. But it's all about the people you bowl with. Gotta have fun. That's right. Yeah, it's a good thing you guys remind me. I actually sold some stuff. I actually need to send some money to my bowling captain for nationals. I think I got to send him some money. We're going to, where is it, Reno next year? I think it's Reno. Reunion tour of my original 5. I went to nationals with the 1 year. Bowled leagues with them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool guys. Before I met all these cool people. Ring, ring. People are trying to do something. It's not working. Wow.
All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off for the night.
Okay, night.
Night, TJ.
All right, see ya.
You the man.
Is it just me, or does it seem like these plates have a lot more gap than they normally? It's kind of crazy. Maybe that's where we're putting plates on to keep them together. You got, what's your show, Larry? You got, is that next weekend?
Yeah, Fan Expo is next weekend. So we're going to go down, I should go down Thursday night. We can have access to the hall, and we're going to be on the main level, which is awesome because this will be the first officially full con, because they did a kind of a test run back in October, and it was kind of like 75% of what we're used to. And so this will be the second time, but the first time at the big one, where we're on the convention floor with all of the other vendors and everything. Before it was we were downstairs or somewhere kind of hidden. But the new folks that now run the con, folks at Fan Expo, liked what we did last year, and so we're going to get some floor space. And so yeah, we should be filling up all of our tables, and it should be really fun. Plus, there's all the comic nerdiness that goes along with it.
Yeah, you look like you're built. It doesn't look like you're building, hard enough for a show next week. Are you completely done, sir?
I have no energy to build. No, the only thing I'm bringing is already built for the most part, so I can actually take a break from building, which is nice because I felt like it was just insanity the last few weeks. But
has your award-winning Manta already been displayed at Fan Expo?
Well, see, it's not. I don't know if I should take it or not because it's there's no fandom behind it. It's just a neat-looking Lego thing. But I mean, I could bring it. I probably will just in case we have to fill space. But I want to leave room for the other people in the lug who brought stuff built out of some kind of fandom, and there's plenty of them. So
yes, but it's an award-winning item now. So
yeah,
it's more special. These are some cool parts. That little one, that little part, pretty cool. That little round, half round. That's pretty. Figure out how to use that. Noodles in black. We got lots of noodles in white.
Bricks for Chris is here.
Bricks for Chris. He's here. Cool. Wonder if he's already been crafting this evening. I was going to craft before and I didn't get around to it. So let's craft after. Not much, Chris. We're just kind of building. I'm building the Forestman. I think a lot of people are building or taking stuff apart. One of the two. Larry's got a show this next week, and the rest of us are all taking a break since we don't, I don't have a show for a while, so you have to figure out what I'm going to do with the castle, of course, going into next year. Kind of want to do with the. I do want to do a bigger base with dungeons and stuff. So, Larry, what period is it in?
We're about to begin the third period. The Lightning are up 2 to Avalanche 1. But Avalanche leaves the series 3-1. So, yeah, we're up for an exciting period, I believe.
Just a little bit of excitement. Who are they playing in the series?
Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh yes, the glory days of Wah and Sakic.
Glory days of what?
The days of Wah. So Patrick Wah, spelled Roy, was the Avalanche goalie for quite a long time. When they moved here, because they were the Nordiques, and then they moved to Colorado in '96 and went and won the cup that first year. And Patrick Waugh was our goalie, and man, that guy was just, you could not get anything by that guy. Most of the time, obviously. Some went by him, but he was one of the greatest in the game. I kind of stopped watching after a while, but he became the coach eventually. But now Joe Sakic, who was the coach, or he was the captain at that time, is now the GM, or the owner. I forget.
I still have to do a haul video of my all the stuff I got from Chicago.
Yeah.
I haven't done it. I'll probably do it in the morning. Do it and then try to upload it.
Oh, we're supposed to do that?
All the swag.
The swag bag.
I knew I forgot to do something.
Seemed like every day I could post something. I did the sig figs just before the show. Trying to think of something to build with this little guy.
Was there
Yeah.
sig figs? Did you trade up sig figs at all?
I did with Hawkman Lego Man's in the chat. We traded sig figs. Brick Studios and Lego Fan Bubba.
I got stickers from Heather Bricks and Mr. Bookie. I did get those.
Man,
Yeah, they did have a lot of swag, didn't they?
Yeah. There was a lot of swag floating around. Well, I mean, everybody I think comes prepared, so except for me, I didn't come prepared. Yeah. But I think a lot of the people, I think some people have already gotten some of the figs. I think some of them, a few people have gotten some of mine, but it's a pretty basic fig. It's just a bear, so actually I think this is him here. Kind of. Actually, has this got the right head? Yeah, so This should be kind of close. This is the ultra version because it's got a. Because he's holding. Oh, he was holding something. He was holding something.
Lies.
He was holding a squirrel. Squirrel. So this is kind of what I treat as mine. So the badger head, and then just some khaki pants, a spare torso, probably a lion head, I'm guessing, and then a squirrel. I did find myself. I was digging through my Huskies, and I was like, "Wow, this guy's got problems. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he has got some problems." He's eyeless. He's an eyeless. He's a one-eyed husky. Guessing that's a printing snafu. Jesse's bored.
Yeah.
Find something to build, Jesse.
I'm working on it. Yeah, I got a little token here that I think I want to.
I posted something in our group. You should check it out.
Yeah.
There you go. Take something apart.
Had some fun in Photoshop.
We'll start by getting one of those Hulk, maxi figs. That might get pricey though. Oh boy, oh boy.
You looked a little relaxed.
Yeah. My man, Mark. Mark, let me tell you.
Mark.
It was
the hero.
Brickworld Chicago was a stone cold groove, my man.
It was cool.
Thank you so much, Mel. Mel, I'm so happy you were there.
Yeah, it was. Thank you for inviting me, man. I had a blast with my boys here, man. It was a blast.
When I got to registration right when Jermaine and Corey were checking in, and I got a little choked up to see everybody. I mean, I met you all on Zoom, and like this, those are the first two Lego masters I met that I'd only met through Zoom before that I saw when I was there when they got there, and I was like, oh, thank you for being here. And that was like a full day later than everybody else got there, but that was the first time I had to like relax.
Yeah, I see you, man. You was going a mile a minute, man. It was go time for you, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. I'm very happy with how everything went.
Yeah, dude, that was the time of my life. That was like going to the Super Bowl and Disneyland, and I mean.
But Mark, we were saying, how like some convention shows you try to break away and try to do stuff that's in the city like that it's in, right? And we were planning stuff because we didn't know. It was like, all right, but we couldn't do that, man. Like, every day it was like Vegas for a AFOL. Like every day
that
it was something to do. Every hour there was something to do. And if you mess around and not get any sleep, you'd be tired the next morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a low sleep week, isn't it?
Yeah. Isn't it, Larry?
Hey, you learn how to take naps on the floor. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I pulled an all-nighter Thursday to Friday. So I did opening ceremonies, and then I went back up to my room to finish my display for the collaborative build because it was really, really important to me not to let my collaborative group down. So I did not go to bed at all. Friday was a really, really hard day. Oh, puppy on the keyboard. Okay, come back here.
Yeah, Eric's right, man. You made the internet explode.
Did I? Good,
I mean, it is everywhere.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's excellent. I had like a really great energy there from all the most of the first timers. Obviously, we don't have like 100% satisfaction. There were quite a few hiccups, and some of them affected certain specific groups that were trying to make really great things happen. But like for the most part, we got some really, really great feedback, and it like for me, not having been in that atmosphere for so long, since I bought the company and took over, to be around that energy again and just realize what a great show it is and just how nice it is to have everybody back in the same room again, reminded me what the brand is all about, and just like really motivated me to get ready for next year and to make next year even better. Typically I take this week off entirely and just like sleep for several days in a row.
Yeah.
But Nicole came over on Tuesday after I woke up, because Monday was all about unloading the truck. So Tuesday, Nicole came over. I woke up around 1 for she was here at 1:30 p.m. And we just pulled out our notepads and like kind of went over what was all the notes that we took during the weekend. And she was mostly there to like pick up her pay, because I think if you guys met her, you know that she was using a wheelchair to get around because it was such a large space, but she has a pretty bad ankle injury. She goes in for surgery on Thursdays. And so she didn't come down to get the cash out of the safe when we were done with the day. So she came over to pick that up, and she's like, we need to talk and we need to get going now. And I was like, fine. And so we worked for 5 hours on Tuesday, connecting with people that we wanted to like get motivated to do things for next year. And I'm really excited about the things that are possible. I meet with a sponsorship consultant on Monday, this coming Monday. I was really excited about the sponsors that we had at the front of the hall, because they really made themselves Lego centric. Bricks and Minifigs probably had no problem making themselves Lego centric, but whatever it is that they do, I don't know.
I'm still kind of unclear.
The way they engage with the community, they got a lot of people excited. One of the guys who won Volunteer of the Year came up. He's like, I just won a whatnot auction, and I was like, oh, they do auctions? I'm like, what is it that they do? And then we have what they do. Like, I don't know. They're like their live stream. It's almost like their live stream connection app, and they obviously do auctions, but they're all about connecting communities and giving like smaller entities the ability to reach more people. That's all I picked up so far. But their contact with us to set everything up was amazing. Chantam Duong is her name.
Yeah.
And she was there all weekend, and she was orchestrating giveaways and like meet and greets. They had some famous YouTuber there. I have no idea who he was. But she was just really proactive about like.
We met her in Cascade in Portland, me and Mel and Troy, and she was like a noob. She didn't know Lego. She was learning a lot of people for the first time like 3 months ago.
But she loves it, right? And like her energy is just so positive.
Yeah.
And just like, you do whatever you need to do.
Yep.
Can anyone tell me who that YouTuber was that she?
M&R.
Oh, that was M&R. Oh, that was Ryan Hutchinson.
Ryan, M&R Productions.
That's who that was.
Yeah.
I had to go back on Tuesday evening and Google the images of what Lego was releasing.
I missed the whole Lego Con thing too. Yeah, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So,
Doctor Strange. Okay.
Oh yeah. So speaking of that, I watched that movie Wednesday night. Wednesday was my sister's birthday, and we typically spend the day in her pool, but they're replacing their pool because it rusted through. And I watched that movie, and I have to say it's not my favorite Marvel movie. Like halfway through, I was like, this movie is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did I start any fights there? Did anybody really like that movie? So I just felt like they lost kind of the thread of.
Well, it's not a superhero movie; it's more of a horror movie almost.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't your favorite superhero movie, was it your favorite Sam Raimi movie? His
trust me.
Influence was all over it.
At the end, I was like, "Oh, no wonder." And no, it was not my favorite Sam Raimi movie. I think the way they were going with the multiverse, the way they set up the multiverse with the Loki series was brilliant. But whatever they did with this, and like I'm just sick of seeing like America Chavez, the character, like she she couldn't control her powers because she couldn't rope it in emotionally. Like, how many times do we see male superheroes not be able to like control their powers because they're too emotional about them? Like, we saw a bit of it with Doctor Strange, but that was more ego than it was like just trauma, you know. And I was annoyed by like all the tropes that like made their way through it, especially Wanda, especially the way they treated Wanda as the villain. So anyway, sorry.
No, we get it.
You're
We get
talking.
it.
You got the right guys in here to be talking that all except for me. These guys, that's all.
Yeah, we didn't like it very much. We only made a mock of it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I was like, yeah, I'm talking to the guys. Like,
we got some type of recognition for it. So
no, it was very cool. And I saw, as soon as I saw it, I was like, that was the build. That was the build I saw. Like that first time that she pulled him out of the Sanctum Sanctorum.
And they fall through the
like,
portal.
Mel built. Sorry, that's how I thought of it. I thought of it as that's what Mel built. Even though you guys talked to me long before.
Honestly, to some degree, I agree with you. The story could have been a lot better.
Well,
Yeah.
and I
The
thought
visual
that they
effects,
did.
it was very
Yeah.
visually appealing.
You throw geometry into special effects like that. That's my jam right there.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, the biggest thing, or the biggest disappointment for that movie was the lack of character development for the new character. I mean,
Exactly what I'm saying.
do better, Marvel. You guys know how to do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So, Mark, I have something for you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw this public person, one of the guests. The shirt he was wearing reminded me of you because of the conversation we had the night before.
Phenomena. So I don't know what happened to me that weekend, but I was like, every time I said phenomenon, I don't know why I said phenomenon so often. I just started going doo 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 doo. It turned into, because I was loopy as hell. It turned into.
Were you? I hadn't noticed. Maybe because I was a little loopy.
Every time someone said a 3-syllable word, I was like, doo 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 doo. I was losing my damn mind. I like my new title as PowerPoint expert, because damn if I didn't ever mega blocks the bed.
Oh my gosh.
On the PowerPoints. So Tim Leidy is a great friend of mine. He's been nominated for Brickworld Master so many times, and I had that slide perfect to just dupe him into not knowing what was going on. I had a line about him because he always calls himself he calls himself the perennial bridesmaid. So I had Brickworld Master description, and like the second sentence was something about never wearing a bridesmaid dress again, but the text wasn't there, and I forgot to like check the preview screen, and I just panicked. I totally panicked. I was so tired. The AV had been struck, and I was already annoyed with some of the other things the venue did to us this weekend. Because by the way, like I saw that venue treat Kathy and Brian like gold in the previous years, and then this year they did things like, hey, you have a women's brick initiative social and an inclusion building chat, and you want a room for it? Okay, we'll definitely make that happen for you, except we won't. So they had no place for either one of those events, and we were trying to like build inclusion and diversity this year, and two of the events that we were doing that through didn't even have a space to operate. So I was annoyed in the first place, and then they struck the AV, and I was trying to be very patient with them, because that technician who they sent up to get the mic going was sweating bullets. Like I have never seen somebody in an air-conditioned room sweating so hard. He was so embarrassed. And I'm like, this is not on you, man. And he was just really trying to get it done. And so I was like, but yeah, on top of that, I was like, oh no, I really wanted to nail this. It's like people told me how funny the opening and closing ceremonies were. And it like psyched me out, because I was just like, okay, if I try a joke, it's not going to land. And that one really, really did not land at all. I'm sure people had no idea what I was doing, but my mind went into like a panic. But my point is, I'm really, really happy that Tim Leidy won it. I was a little worried that like one of my closest friends won it the first year I was in charge of the show. But like I was so hands-off voting. I was like, you give me the results, and like anything else that happens, I don't want to hear it. Like, this is your guys' thing. We're trying to make this very transparent, trying to make it very much like open, honest, like not have any sort of even the appearance of any sort of cliques or like in crowd being the people who get it. And like you're never going to nail that. There's always going to be feelings hurt by not getting nominations because there's so many like amazing builds there. But that was like the one thing I was like, I really want Tim to win this year, but I kind of don't. Either way, he totally deserved it. He totally earned it, and I was so happy that he won that. He's an amazing builder. If you're not aware of his stuff, I think he's.
No, we want to steal his idea from that comic book cover.
Yeah, the
thing.
comic book
yeah.
cover
Oh,
we were looking
good.
at.
He had that at all the expos in 2021 and 2022, and I was like, "Are you sure you want to show this before Brickworld Chicago, so it doesn't saturate your artwork chances?"
Yeah.
I was so happy to meet you all in person, and it was weird because I'd only been
Ditto.
to the show for a few weeks, but it just felt like a kind of a home base. Where I was like, "Oh, I know these people." They talked me through all these hard Friday nights where I was still trying to work, but I gave myself a break. So it was great to have you guys there too, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we had a great time, man. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
man.
a blast,
I,
man.
you know what? I am still having dreams about it. I'm not kidding. Like every night, I am dreaming about it. I'm not kidding.
Great. That's fantastic.
And I've been sleeping like, I mean, I've been taking like 5 naps a day lately because I don't know if you heard. Troy and I brought a little something extra back from Chicago.
That's that party hard, baby. Yeah, I was partying too hard.
A little COVID.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I was partying too hard, man.
I had the sweetest public person contact me to let me know that he tested positive for COVID after he attended the show on the weekend, and just to let me know if I wanted to do any contact tracing. And I was like, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news, but contact tracing would be absolutely impossible in a room like that.
Right. Right.
You just had.
Yeah, I came in contact with everyone.
Yeah. Which from the perspective of like just like keeping the community going and drawing more people in, that's amazing. Like I super appreciate that. As far as like yeah, we're still in a pandemic. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm fine. I mean, I'm not
symptomatic.
I'm okay. No, I am a little. But it's been.
We're not blaming anybody.
No,
the four of us were hanging out a lot, and 2 of us got it, 2 of us didn't. So, and 2 of us drove, and 2 of us went to the airport.
Right. Yeah. For all we know, it could have been the airport.
So I got it.
I had symptoms before the airport, so it wasn't that.
Your first airport, maybe though.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to manifest.
The convention was a great place to get it. The convention was basically, if this was the early days of the pandemic, it would be in the local papers as a super spreader event. A lot of people got it there.
But I mean, almost every cold I've ever had has been worse than this. So
I wore a mask on the floor during public.
Oh well.
Just because I'm working with my mom. She's in her 70s. She has lupus, and it's like that was like I really want to make sure she didn't catch it. I'm pretty sure Brian and Kathy both have it. They say they have colds this week. And it's like, yeah, you have cold. You have summer cold. Sure you do.
Or con crud. Like before, we just call it con crud. You're just up and you're circulating and
not getting enough sleep, not eating right.
You need a data.
Right.
I got my diagnosis after being fully vaccinated and boosted. A week after my booster, I got my diagnosis on Christmas Eve.
Oh, jeez.
Miserable Christmas. The second one in a row that had been like taken away because the prior Christmas they were like, don't get together, do not get together for Christmas. So we didn't get together for Christmas. So 2 years in a row, I lost Christmas. So I'm like, I'm vaccinated, boosted, and I've had it, and I still wore a mask. Well, especially when on Sunday I wore a mask because I was out with the Make-A-Wish family, of course, the entire time. I'm like, well, we're gonna make sure this kid doesn't get it. No problem there. But the funny thing to me is, during all of that, even sharing a bed, my husband has not caught it this entire time. Like there are people out there who
I don't know. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, my wife had it, and she did quarantine at home. I slept right next to her. I'm like, hey, let's just all go through this. But
yeah,
I never got it the first time. But
until Brickworld broke you.
Oh well.
Mom is awesome.
You know what?
Yes. Hey, let me
worth it.
Real quick. My mom is amazing. She really she came into the office like several times, and she's like, I don't mean to bother you with this. She's like, I'm trying to be an interceptor for you. And I was like, oh, look at you with the words even. She's like, I'm your gatekeeper, but someone needs to XYZ. She's like, I know how busy you are. And she's like, I know this is like, she's like, I'm going to try to take on some of these things on my own. And she's 72 years old, and she maybe looks 60, in my opinion. And so, like, people are, they learn she's a septuagenarian. They're like, they're what? You know? So, like, but the thing I need to do at that point is, like, just protect her to make sure she stays that healthy.
Yeah.
You cannot get COVID, you know? Mel, I was going to say, like, the Lego Masters seem to, like, really enjoy, because most of them were from season 2. And most of them seem to really enjoy, like, the Lego Masters reunion aspect. And they very rarely, like, left each other's sides. I would say that you were one of the people that, like, you brought in friends from the outside. You were out there, like, meeting new people, like, mixing with other groups all the time. And I was not out on the floor a lot, but I totally saw that, and I very much appreciate that. Like, how was your experience with, like, being a first-time attendee and meeting new people?
I think my position was probably great. Like, it was great to be there as a Lego master, but it was even greater to be here with the 3 guys that I did the collab with, right? And, I had a mindset. I'm like, I'm gonna do my obligation. I told you guys I'm gonna do my obligation because that's what I signed up for. I said, but when I'm not there, I'm gonna be with you guys. And that was great because I can walk through everything, and we weren't stagnant at a table. We were all through that kind, man. We all 3 of us. I mean, all 4 of us. We were all through that kind, man. And I think that experience was just like unique than others, you know, because honestly, the fans, they wanted to see the new cast, like, because they never got to see them, so they wanted to see the new cast. So it was great to walk by, and they done forgot about me. They're hey, you know, and they, you know, the new cast is pointing me out. And I'm like, no, have a good time.
I'm Mel Old News Brown. See you later.
Yep, I'm old news. Yep, have a good time. I said, because that line is waiting for you.
Now, I would say, like, you and Kara and Jess specifically were just out there meeting people. Do you know Kara sat at the display map the first day she got there? Like, she had been there for like an hour, and she was like, does anyone need help finding their space? Like, she just, like,
that's totally Kara. Yeah.
Wow.
That's totally Kara. Yeah.
It's nice to see, like, people totally about the community. It's really great. I think there's, like, I picked up on somewhat of an expectation that there was, like, sort of like a that people expected or even saw, even though I don't think it was there, like some sort of like Lego Masters contestant elitism. But I'm like, I didn't. There were many of you that, like, broke outside of that mold if it was something that people were seeing. But definitely, like, I'm like, these are the examples of why I know it does not exist. Especially like you, Kara, Jesse, for sure, and Maria and Phil from season 2 were coordinators, and each one of them coordinated in 2 different places, and they were huge at bringing new people into, like, introducing new people to certain things. And like Philip was one of our new attendee coordinators. So he was all over the place at, like, making sure that people, like, understood what was going on. I'm so grateful for, like, the coordinator staff that we have, but also that there were so many people, like everybody on this call, that were about, like, connecting the community and keeping it going. Larry was, like, obnoxiously present in a great way. Like, it was just like, oh, there's Larry again. Just kind of like always where the activity was. Just like,
we're talking about Larry Anderson?
No, Larry, whatever your last name is.
So we have to.
Who's that?
We're gonna make it a thing with Larry Anderson.
Go get him.
We're gonna create
with him winning the raffle.
You mean not winning twice? Yeah.
Do you guys know who he is?
Reed does.
Yeah.
They're in the same. Are you, Reed? Are you guys in the same log? Is he a WISLUG guy?
Yep, he is. He was the one that was right next to me this weekend.
Troy already made a plaque for him.
Oh my God! Well, and according to his log, he wouldn't have wanted that set anyway. Hang on, give me 1 second.
Oh, and you missed David Zool earlier.
Oh yeah,
Dana was here earlier.
Well,
He may not have heard that he had to cut out.
He said,
Help put the groceries away.
Yeah, man. What an experience, man.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding about the dreams, though, guys. I swear. Like,
They're probably nightmares,
all,
Larry.
no, they're not. They're
Larry,
just reliving it, getting new ideas.
Larry, I'm gonna need you to stay away from the mushrooms, friend.
No, it's something else.
It's the wrong thing.
Yeah, you know where I live.
He's been eating some tainted brownies, I think, lately.
Yeah, but I tell you, it really got real for me when I think me and Jesse were walking around and they were getting ready to release the Kraken. Like, this crowd was like huge, and they were all inside behind the ropes. And I'm looking, and I'm saying to Jesse, "Hey, you see that?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." He said, "It's about to get real." As soon as they released that rope, man, oh man! But just knowing, like, just seeing that crowd for that they preloaded like that, that was like, wow, this thing is really, really gonna be big. Like, this is really big. It was an international show.
Yeah. Yeah, in a time where like there was not a lot of international travel encouraged or allowed, you know. So we got what we could, but we typically even have more than that. But we had people from like Grammy regions. We've never had anybody come up from Monaco. Belgium was new. Yeah, I hope it's crazy next year. I really hope it is. That'd be fantastic, because like, I think that, like, we do a lot of other shows. We do smaller expos, but I need to put like a ton of concentration into making Chicago, like, there's so much potential there that's still untapped, I think. And really just like getting it just to really be the best event it absolutely can be. There's a lot of different groups there, and everybody shows great. Everybody is supporting the community in a great way, but just to like make sure, like, we had 500 new attendees, over 500 first time attendees this year out of like almost 1,200 new. I'm sorry, out of almost 1,200 participants altogether. And we should have done, I think, a little bit more to make sure all the groups are connecting, or like newer people. Orion, you want to go outside? Sorry, hold on. Okay. You guys, Derek Metzer from Pop's Block Shop is awesome. Have you guys met him? Because he's giving us a comment right now. I would highly recommend next time you're at a Brickworld show, stopping by Pop's Block Shop and meeting this guy. He's got a YouTube channel. He's like really supportive of the community. Yeah, good guy.
Yeah,
great guy to have on the show, Reed.
Huh?
I said he'd be a great guy to have on your show, Reed.
There you go, just a plug.
He's in the chat.
There you go.
So if you want to be on the show.
I met him up in Green Bay a couple times.
Yeah, anybody in the chat that you know we either spent more or less time with that wants to be on the show, just let us know.
Yeah,
he's right. You know, it's about developing those relationships. Like he's talking about the first time attendees, you know, and
honestly, there was just so many people from social media that I knew that were there. It was hard not to socialize.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
right, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because like you said, like Jesse was saying, like every step you took, you ran into somebody you know, and that was like 15, 20 minutes, and you take another step, and
every corner you walk around the corner is another little group of people to meet, or individually, or you're shopping for Citizen Brick, and then here comes somebody right next to you.
Right.
How many stops did you make with Citizen Brick in Eclipse Graphics, Jesse? Because
Me,
it sounded like you hit him twice.
One.
Jesse, you went with Larry, and then you went with me.
Well, we went to Eclipse Graphics.
I didn't buy with you then, because I only bought once.
All right.
I think we looked, and then we carried on with our business.
He was trying to get you to buy for him.
All right, I've got to run, you guys. I'm sorry. I was checking in for a minute. My husband just came home with dinner, so.
Well, tell him it was nice to meet him.
Yeah.
And again, Mark, we can't thank you enough for all the work you did.
Yeah,
Thanks for a fun time. It was great.
Everybody wants to come back, so we'll
Really,
And,
without you guys there. So thank you.
And
Yeah,
let me
Mark.
know when we can talk about Denver.
All righty.
Hello, Denver.
What was that, Reed?
What?
What'd you say? Did you say my name? Did you call my name or did you say goodnight?
Oh, good night. Night, Mark.
Okay, bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Mark.
Night.
Good night, Mark.
Well, for Denver, Larry, I'd say what you need to do is you need to do some of the legwork, find the venue, and get him talking. Like he said, I think he said he reaches out to places and they don't respond. So it's gotta be get a guy that reaches out and looks and sees, what places like National Western and stuff, and just say, hey, we'd like to bring, a Lego show here. Can you tell us more about what this person would need to know or whatnot? So. That's kind of the key. I think that's what he said a couple weeks ago when you asked about it. So,
yeah,
just reminding Larry that he needs.
I'm for hire and I'm cheap.
Just suggest.
I think the initial legwork would be pro bono, free.
Oh yeah.
And you got to think like the other Brickworlds that they do in Indy and Milwaukee are like.
Yeah,
1/4, if that 1/4 the size.
They're about 30,000 square feet usually.
So you don't need this huge.
Yeah, I mean, you could check. I mean, there was one. I was looking at the one Marriott or something down in the tech center down there off of County Line or something, right there, kind of south of the mall, and I was looking down there. Just even trying to do a small type thing one time, but I don't remember how big the convention center was. I mean, you can probably almost do a lot of research online too, just seeing what size the convention hall and stuff is, or how many rooms and stuff. So,
so
because I know I looked at one
60,000 square feet, so 60%.
Well, yeah, but Milwaukee was 30, so it just depends. I mean, 30 is probably Indy is kind of where a lot of it kind of came from. So Indy is probably a little bit larger than most. Milwaukee, I think, was 30K. So, probably look at something like that for a first time. You can always get bigger, so that's kind of the goal. If you find a place that actually contains sizes, because I mean, the first year the Brickworld was at the Renaissance, they only used, I think, a third of that. I think they only used 30 or 40,000 that first year, maybe 60. I know there was a jewelry expo next door. Indy was the second Brickworld.
Well, speaking of goals, Colorado was tied it up.
Oh, there we go. That's a goal. That's a goal for you. That's a goal. It's a goal and a goal. So, yeah, I don't know. I have to see what we're doing. What I'm doing for next year, whatever. It definitely sounds like Hoosier and Haley and them are thinking of coming too. They're trying to maybe get up there, I think. So, bringing their train layout. So. You know what's funny is I thought I had pictures of something and then I couldn't find it. Let me see. I wanted to show something and I couldn't figure out. Oh, maybe is this it? Yeah, this is what I was looking for earlier. I think it was too far into my stuff. So let's see. Because I mean, obviously, if Hoosier jumps in or something, he's gonna wanna see the DENLUG stuff. So this is part of their DENLUG display. They have this nice river over here and a bridge. So definitely Empire Lug. Definitely Empire Lug had a really nice.
Yeah, dude, that caught my eye every time I walked by. I would take a quick pause, and it was so simple.
I've seen these trees before too.
Awesome.
So yeah, in the end, well, the thing is that what was wild was during the World of Lights, it was dark. This really needed a couple campfires or maybe a forest fire or something over here, just kind of providing a little bit of light, So.
Yeah, I like that they went ahead and put the train layout in there because they normally wouldn't do that, But I'm liking the switch up, and they kind of mixed it very well. with the theme, because you figure train layout with Star Wars. You know, you're known for Star Wars, so I mean, how would you tackle that in there?
I think that's what's getting Hoosier the incentive to go. Empire Lug wins best train layout. Oh god, we got to go to Brickworld. How does a Star Wars group win a best train layout? So
because they gave you something you never seen before. That's how they gave you something you never seen.
Well, I mean,
that's called being multi-dimensional.
In the end, I mean, they're building all this stuff for Star Wars landscapes anyway, trains and desert. You know, you add a train in there, you know, and you know, or the trees, you know. So in the end, it's kind of those things where you're right. I mean, anybody can do it. You just gotta, you know, gotta be motivated. I mean, it's decent rock work along the river, kind of nice. I mean, I kind of like that, you know. A lot of tiles. They did have some that by that big tree that had like a lot of trans black. I was kind of like, ooh, funny of his tiles, man. And I forgot to go back and ask him about that later on. They could have used more trans black. So yeah, that was cool. That was a good layout. Just the motivation we need to get Hoosier up to Brickworld. Hoosier! Yeah, I just got to. The thing is, I just got to figure out how to talk them into layout size, because I think pretty much everything in Chicago is much wider than about 2 or 3 tables wide on the ends, and then the length is just whatever it is. And I think Hoosier and those guys are used to doing like big square layouts at the other ones they go to, like the Brickfest Lives and stuff. And for Chicago, I mean, you could try and do it, but it would probably be really. You'd be in a weird. You might be in a back corner somewhere, because I mean, in the end, most of everything was by columns. I got the big map somewhere. Panda was worried about getting it on the plane, so I have it in my storage. So I'll have to give it to him the next time he decides to drive from. Where was he at? He was up in. Oh God, I can't think. I need Google Maps. Where was he? Oh man, now I'm gonna shoot myself.
Now don't do that.
No, where was he? Let's see here. Pull the map out. Scrolling out. He was way out on the East Coast. Where the heck was he? Oh, New Brunswick or something out there? Out in that area somewhere. Newfoundland? Is he Newfoundland maybe? He was Newfoundland or something. He was way up there. So he was way out there. But I took it. He wanted the big map, so he took it as a souvenir. So I got that somewhere. So, I mean, I with no Brick Fair, Alabama, I really think Hoosier and Haley are going to try and shoot for Brickworld. I really think that's a big possibility.
Yeah.
Which is good. You know, get everybody hooked on the Brickworld experience. You know, get them hooked. They want to come back more. I mean,
first taste is free. Now you're addicted.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I mean, and then you'll want to bring bigger and bigger MOCs. Larry's gonna have to drive next year. He's gonna want to bring something big and huge. He's gonna have to drive.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the only way to bring your stuff, but it might just be, I don't know, cooler.
Well, that or next year might be a family vacation.
Yeah, right.
No. I'd
be like, hey, everybody, welcome to Chicago. See you in 4 days. Go have fun.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Hinkle did that with his wife. You know, she'd go explore the city and stuff.
It would be great if we had any family out there. That'd actually be a cool way to do it. But yeah, I mean, not that they don't appreciate the Lego, but they couldn't take it for 4 days.
Yeah, you need other activities around the Chicago area or something, some kind of stuff planned that would be. Not that the Midwest is boring or anything. I'm sure there's fun and exciting stuff to do. Not that I ever venture outside, but hey, I'm sure there's stuff to do. Just don't ask me, because I don't know. Okay, so let's see what we got here. 100, 200, 257.
All right, folks. I am
Mel,
going
are
to
you
off
you still
here.
planning to move everything out of your room to reorganize?
Yeah. After I finish this this tower for Brick Fair, I gotta do my builds for Brick Fair. It's
Get
always
ready
a
for the next
project. Yeah, get ready for the next one. So as soon as I finish out Brick Fair, and I'll probably start pulling some stuff out of here so I can put it in the shed. I need like at least 3 more IKEA cabinets. Anybody want to donate? I take donations. they run about $80 a pop, but I need about three more.
Just build them yourself.
Yeah.
Just build them yourself. Use some real wood.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You look talented. You can do it yourself.
Yeah, that's what I need. About 3 more, and then I'll get it going. But yeah, I first got to move everything out of here. I gotta.
It's all that tang, dude. Jude, you got to watch it, man. That stuff's potent, obviously. it's taking your teeth, man.
Mm-hmm.
Who said they were leaving? Somebody said they were leaving.
Oh, me. I'm about to roll out. About to call it a night. Try to get to bed. It's like almost 11 o'clock. So.
Okay. Well, have a good night, Iceberg. Have a good night.
Man.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you, Mel.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Where's the camera? Which camera was it? Oh, there's Haley. Hey, Haley.
Hi, Haley.
We were just showing Haley. We were just showing the awesome Empire lug layout. Here, this beautiful train layout they did.
Star Wars train layout.
Yeah,
that threw me for a loop for sure.
Well, I mean, in the end,
everybody.
And then but it's cool. It's cool to see stuff. I mean, there's always interesting things. So. Oh, he's feeling no pain thanks to the tang. Well, that's good. That's good. So.
No pain, no tang, no pain.
Oh, later, Hawkeye. Have a good night, buddy.
Later, Hawkeye. It was great meeting you.
See ya.
Yeah, great meeting you in person.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for the sig fig.
Yeah, I wish I had sick figs I could have traded.
Yeah,
We gotta get a little token too. Give her
Yeah. What is that?
Pro
Mm-hmm.
just
token
kind
thing.
of. That tokens are cool too. I guess.
Yeah, that's super fun. It's like finding Easter eggs.
Do we want it to be like something that's custom printed or something like that we build?
You could do a little bit of both. I mean, in the end, you could, if you had something that you could build that's relatively cheap for parts too. You could always do something too. You could find parts or something. I could do that. Donate a few of my clear plates for some miniature castles or something. I'll have to think about that. That might be kind of cool.
Good.
I thought this was kind of cool. I almost wish. I mean, Wisconsin needs something like this. Since we're kind of. This is one of the shows we go to, one of the big shows, do something. So it's kind of neat when they do stuff like that, when groups do stuff like that. It's kind of cool. So, but that'll be my next show other than Trainfest, which will be probably just a castle this time. I don't even know if Michael is going to siege it this time. Time to start building stuff for next year. Like I said, I might try and plan a boat and some other stuff. So, just anybody, if you guys end up doing any builds, you need more of these things, just let me know. I might have some more printed. So, let me know what colors to get. Oh, there he is.
Oh, finally. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to be. That's what he gets. Kevin, my man, what's happening?
Get for waiting so long to get here.
How's it going?
All right.
Did you all enjoy Brickworld for the first time? For me, it's
all right.
the first time every time.
Yes, it was great.
Excellent.
That's what they were just telling Mark, because Mark was just on. So
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Aside from
Yeah,
what
you,
we
you
brought home
missed
with
all
us.
the fun, Kevin, as per usual.
What was that? I missed all the fun stuff. Yeah, I know.
Yep, Dana was on from down south. He was on early.
Who was?
Dana.
David Zool, aka
Oh.
Dana Knudsen, aka Troubles Bricking.
See.
Yeah, I got a chance to hang with him for more than just a minute or two. Way more than I got to hang out with you, you hard-working son of a gun.
Yeah. Sorry, there was too much going on.
Yeah, dude. You had your fingers in all the pies.
I did. And they were delicious.
That's okay. Next year, probably hopefully won't be as busy. You never know. Because the other collab is organized by someone else for next year. So
Well, I mean, Kevin had his collab. He had his own build. He had workshops to run. 2 collabs.
That was the real problem.
You had games to run. You had judging to do.
Yeah. The collabs and the judging are what did me in.
Did you even get a chance to? Well, I mean, you obviously went around and looked at. Did you get a chance? Did you look at everything judging? Or just
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got through half of the builds before judging, and then I was a coordinator, so we had judges that selected things, and then we came up with the final list based on that. So, and then we still went through and pretty much looked through the entire hall for a couple things. So
it was good.
congratulations on your win, Larry.
Thank you, Kevin. That was a fun added bonus.
I would have liked your Doctor Strange collab to have won, but
Hey, we represented. We got.
yes, it was great mini Rick Lock as well.
Uh-oh.
And Jesse, you had a number of nominations, didn't you?
Yeah.
Were you at 3?
4.
4.
4 noms. I brought 4 things, and I got nominated 4 times. So
Nice, because you had the Route 66, the Marvel build, the Doctor Strange build, and what was the 4th one?
the big train, 5 times train.
Oh, nice.
Because I brought.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The goat.
That's him, Jesse, greatest of all time.
Nice.
Wow.
So,
I guess
Was that your big goat?
yeah, that's my goat.
There were a lot of comments on that.
Good deal. I will have to do more.
I guess I'll have to buy some Lego sets for a change. Dang it. I like that Avatar set. I have to buy that one.
Really?
Yeah.
That Avatar set doesn't look any good.
Looks like it's got good parts. That's all I can see.
Yeah.
That's what I thought initially, but when I took a closer look, I didn't see much that was that interesting. Larry won for his Manta Ray ship. What was it called?
Submarine.
That's right.
Pretty cool stuff, you know.
Yeah, it was good showing everybody.
That's an affirmative, Ken.
Wasn't it like a 5 times size goat, too?
Yep. 5
Brick
times.
built. Ken hasn't seen the goat.
Definitely show Ken the goat because Ken sent the goats, by the way.
Oh yeah, so there's one of Ken's goats on top of Brick built
yeah,
goats
thanks for that.
5 times.
And I never saw the Dave, the creator of the
Moonbase.
Moonbase, thank you. I never saw him the whole time. Sadly.
Weird. Hardly did I either.
Yeah, he didn't. I got a moment with him by his mock. I can't remember what day it was.
Well, he did do the grill out the one
Yeah,
day.
we did go hang out at his tailgate party, so that was nice.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks
And
for
those burgers were delicious. I was thinking of you as I ate it.
Oh, that's sweet of you. Larry.
Yeah, it was a small group of people out there.
Oh, you were there too, Reed?
Of course. But I'm the DENLUG founder. Of course I'm going to be there. Sorry.
No, you are not.
You would have been too busy anyways.
To eat a burger? No.
Yeah.
Whatever your priorities, Reed.
I don't know. No, you're right. The parts aren't super unique for this one. They do have the parts already listed for that avatar set here on the bricks and pieces. Because that's where I like to hang out once in a while. So. But they do have a sand green colored stem piece, that 2x2 round plate with the posts, with the 4 posts. They do have that in sand green now. So,
yeah, that'll be useful, but it's not necessary.
True. It actually has my flex tube that I used for the for my willow tree.
If it means the flex tube will make it back onto lug bulk again next year, that might be worthwhile right there.
Oh, you think? Oh, you mean you think that the brown tube might make it back on again, or what?
Is there a brown flex tube in the set, or is it like
Yep.
it's
the brown. It's the same flex tube we had on ours. Was it a couple?
Nice. So like the same as the Ewok footage. That was like 3 years ago.
3 years ago? Okay. Where did I get mine? Is it 3 years ago? Oh, 3 years ago for WISLUG. Okay, that would have been my first year. First year, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's where
I
we
was
got
definitely.
it.
I would
Ewok
definitely.
Village for the win.
You're right. In the set, it looks like it's supposed to be almost.
We're going to game 6.
Really? Really?
Yep.
What? The other team scored right at the end, or what?
Oh no, they had about 5 minutes left, but yep, going back to Tampa Bay for game 6.
I thought you said they had tied it up, so they must have.
Well, they did, and then
they de-tied it.
And then I posted that the Lightning had scored. You must have missed that.
I did, which is good.
I wouldn't say you missed much, Reed.
Thanks, Kevin.
I wouldn't say that I would have been missing it, Bob.
I wouldn't say I was missing it, Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, I have a meeting with the Bobs. They called me at home.
It's got upper management written all over him.
Not now, Lumberg.
Yes.
It's not that I'm lazy. It's just that I just don't care.
Yeah, it does look like there's some parts missing out of the list, so I'm guessing there's some translucent parts that did make the list.
Reed's like a freight train. He just keeps going.
Thank you, sir. I do keep going. And going, and going, and going. Yeah, did you make it to any of the stores at all, Kevin?
No. I made it to Gurney on the way down, and that was worth it because I picked up 15 more Black Falcon torsos, and what else? There's a new part on the wall, and I can't think of what it was.
Well, I managed to get some wizard torsos.
Oh yeah.
Do they have wizard sleeves?
Maybe.
Wizard sleeves.
Nothing.
Nothing. Chirping.
Never heard that term?
Just not.
Look it up on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, I bought some bricks. So.
Yeah, because I could go grab that brick to see what it is I actually got. I also got a couple deliveries from people that have picked up stuff for me.
That's cool.
Oh my god. Frickin' Larry.
Can't believe you've never heard that term.
Learning something new every day, I guess.
Look at that, Troy. You got your co-host right behind you, sitting on the chair.
I was looking up what wizard sleeves meant. Probably wasn't that appropriate.
Not safe for work.
Not safe for work.
Not safe for live stream. Wow, see, he's making noise. He's your voice.
I'm probably gonna have to call it in a second.
Yeah, I'm almost out of energy myself. Well, so dude, Jude, you'd think that, if you're hosting a show and one of your co-hosts, maybe, one board, you might want to show it, but I don't know. Reed, do you have a picture of it? Because I don't have it. It's still packed. I can't.
Oh my God, you don't have a picture? Well, let me look. I don't know if I took a picture of your mock, but
Is this it right here? Is this it right here, Larry?
Oh, look at that snap!
What is that? Oh,
nice, Jesse.
you just made that, Jesse? Wow.
Just now.
Of course he does. Just now.
just now.
I need a little star portal on the side.
Dude.
It's the Savage
Cool.
Land for the
Nice.
dead
Touch
people.
my heart.
That's sweet.
So I can keep it safe.
Keep it secret.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
That's what I said.
I'd build a whole Star Wars something, Deadpool it, but I don't want to step on your toes too much.
That's my thing. That's
Yeah.
my thing.
So I just thought of that.
Only one that builds Deadpool mocks.
It's
Well,
Larry
the only
Savage
one of
Land.
note.
Dinos, and then I get to put the little dinos.
I
in
see.
The gauntlet is thrown. See, I'm not the kind of guy that will talk smack. Unless there's something to back it up. But I did this. Check out this really cool minigun that I got for Mr. Pool. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I remember you showed me that.
Badass.
I've never seen him use a minigun.
He uses everything.
Anything and everything.
Let's get
All the guns.
my COVID face off the screen. Let's see here.
All right, guys, I'm gonna call it.
Jesse, did you have a good night, Troy?
I'm gonna
Good
try.
night, Troy.
Reed, it was
Sleep well.
I will.
See you Sunday,
Reed, it was
maybe.
nice meeting you in person.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
yeah,
always the best part.
Jesse, do you
Go
have
ahead.
a picture of that build?
Larry's already moved on,
the
Troy.
Instagram? I said good
Yeah.
night. I said go rest.
See you
No,
Sunday.
Reed.
Feel
I was-
better. I'll see you
I'll
tomorrow.
see you guys tomorrow, possibly.
Well, you
Or no,
sound
Sunday.
You sound
Sunday.
better.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Well,
Sunday
now
night.
are you
Now I'm
are you
feeling
gonna
excited.
are you gonna join us tomorrow for Doc's thing?
It'll. Yes, I will
Okay.
be there at 10 a.m. Pacific.
At 10 your time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll be there. All right. See you guys.
Night.
Good night, Troy.
I try. I'm still looking. I'm trying to see if I maybe caught it in another picture or something because I didn't show everything, which is kind of funny.
I didn't bother to take a picture of your build, but it might be in the background of some other build I took a picture.
No, I mean I took a lot of
Which
pictures
would
of
be
stuff. I
fine.
was just trying to look for it all. I mean, actually, in the end, I skipped through it. See, I even have a picture of
Good
their
night, Ken.
collab. A picture of their collab. What are you talking about here? Look at this. I even have a picture of their collab right here. Not a great picture. But it's a
Yeah.
picture.
That's not the one he's talking about. But that's
No, I know that's your
decent
collab,
picture.
though. You guys got nominated for this, so hey. I'm still kind of scrolling through, and I saw that. I was trying to see if I.
I'm trying to look for the one where Troy's standing by you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find. I thought we had it. in one of our
Hey, look at those guys.
chats, maybe.
See, we should show that while everybody was on. There you go.
Oh, dude, there you go.
Quick lock and macro.
And the chop chop.
And Panda. Panda's in there too. Chop chop. See, this is still during setup. So no, maybe I don't have it. No, I don't have it. Because, yeah, I'm at the
There we
big
go. All right. Big screen me.
Yeah, I'm stop sharing and I'm going big screen.
No, that was Jesse talking, not Larry.
Oh my god.
Larry's trying.
There we go.
Larry's trying to micromanage.
Micromantic.
Got two.
I love the perspective. It makes it look so much bigger.
Right.
So does my submarine.
Hey now.
It's bigger than your head, Larry.
That's tough.
And this one. We got to copy that guy for next.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're going to larcenize that idea.
Lots of good times. Lots of good ideas to larcenize.
All right. Well, I'm going to do the same as Troy. Go
You gonna bail?
rest away this.
There's me and
Oh, there he
Dave.
was.
Yeah.
I got him
there's,
once.
there's Dave.
So
I'm probably part of a lot of other pictures. I just didn't take any myself. Of me.
No, it wasn't Deadpool themed. I was pretty disappointed.
next year we want Deadpool manta ray.
Deadpool's still waiting for. He still needs a castle yet. Still too.
So many ideas. No, I do some stuff that's not Deadpool themed.
I know it's scary. We don't believe it either.
All right, Jesse. Well, I will see you tomorrow, and Reed and Kevin, I will see you when I see you.
Sounds
Have a good
good.
day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Right.
And then there were three.
I don't know how long that'll last. Jesse looks like he's on the end.
Yeah, I want to hang, but I did London Calling before this, so I'm tapped out.
London Calling.
London Calling is there's an AFOL in London, and he gathers some people and interviews them and chat about Lego and whatnot. London Bridge Bricks.
No.
So it sounds like an appropriate name for it.
So I was on there with Doc and Brick Hive, and TJ was there for a minute, and some other some Australian people, German people, London people. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
So after that, it's been all afternoon. So
All right.
I'm gonna follow my crew and get some Z's, and I'll catch you guys next week.
Sounds good. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Well, I might as well end the live and go to a post show then at this point.
And then there were two. Yeah, it's really only me.
Unless of course, you've got something to talk or say. Or
No, I never have anything to talk about.
Well, now all your Marvel friends are gone. Yeah.
Yeah, all my marvelous friends are gone.
Well, then, everybody, I guess we'll end it this week. Thanks for everybody showing up. Hopefully, everybody got to see what they wanted to see. If not, I'm sure there's more photos floating around. Hopefully, we'll get a walkthrough from Beyond the Brick at some point of the show.
Yeah,
Watch
that
for
was
that.
nice.
Because in the end, I didn't get pictures of everything. So, everybody, have a great week. We'll see everybody next week for another episode.